voice of the people.
Our problem is our leaders. You remember our great-great-grandmother? Is she depend on the World Bank? Is she depend on our Akufo? She didn't. Right? You change. You don't stand up for your rights. Democracy means if you do not criticize your condition, you understand, you are traitor to the nation. Go see the council. Go see the people they got. Dr. Kwamina Dimitri, he's there. Professor Dr. Wasam Kwana Mishai, he's there. Dr. Professor Emeritus Akufo-Addo, he's there. Nana Kuntuko the first, he's there. Evangelist Bishop, Asori Sikapona Miya, they are there. They don't do nothing for you. We have no water. We have no light. Look at small road they're building. They can't do it. Check my crack. Must be a 4-lane highway. They'll build it because I know how to build it.
Abusuano ndo agbo pa ho sima ma akoma akongotwe ha Unity Radio 103.9 Fisa be kopim se mebebo donko apai mu de ye no betena na ye de nsem ayekoso wo ye my Ghana mu de abro nia etwagu nia sasa utibie anu nti na anopa ya tena se ye ka tiefo se dwumadi na manu community radio so back home in Ghana manucho magandi gaucho margarita la molina mempeme ho asem Camacho Massachusetts watena se. And everybody come about the power and the load shedding in Ghana. Doom so aba and MPP for person say Maya na the timetable was supposed to come out in April, but it's already out. You be mun come on na share and someone ekoso Ghana na yebisa ya ho say nti enkosi da ban ni empani for omo betumi proactive kakra. Come hayeti maintenance work ekoso da bia our national grid for FM, but do they necessarily have to shut off electricity? Do they have to be turning it on and off, on and off? Do they have to be doing power shedding? When can Ghana be proactive? That Ben ye betumi proactive kakra. Na yatoto nyoma yama yakasa afi de omano ekonenim because Alababa the same Alaba na zade mingane. Alababa adekro ena Uraban so ba adekro.
Ande sa. Urababa
the same. Alababa the same.
Change bia ni baby.
Because if we cannot anticipate, forecast and plan, say ye won fidie say ye betimi ye be maintenance say ti say necessary ye na ye say na ye tumi at the way be excuse say we are doing maintenance. Inti bosome miensa ye de ye power shedding. Come on. We've got to be better than this. Ghana needs to be better than this. A man for anra me chrome obi or ye coast to akofan nama begu ni freezem bayao ni na say. Sa person kroya was sign ya sign high key taxes and na petrol so what is here better to petrol?
Oh yeah.
Boom boom pa o Ghana
in April.
Boom boom pa. Ti say boga obe coffee there o kwa mo V6 no V8 na if you know per dollars per anza no work because the petrol prices e be cost pa o Ghana na misuma me nuanom Ghana for etifie isan say abrabo no mo den asetena no nye easy na circumstances we na esan beto to petrol wadwuma nsa nkoye dum so asan ma onioma nyina so ayebasa na yekoya na ayebai eti abahwe the dum so situation in Ghana GRIDCo any PDS for nsem no yebewuram na yakwa akohwe na edimu nsem edi abro eno da nchen so ayebedi nkomo edi afa Ora Johnson Asiedu Nketia ka asem bi nra na ama Ghana for bebre including his own party members ebi mo are disgusted. Me pese me use word na domelevo use ya manu josi enye no na enipa bebre ahya ase kasa se enti adwene ekita NDC fo ni na mosem de be papa wa 2024 dia Johnson Asiedu Nketia wa gu NDC fo ni mo ase because so do Ghana na wo pese Ghana ye na o man ko na no o man tumpon na Johnson Asiedu Nketia wo se NDC caucus of parliament etumi approve Ofori-Atta because we are born because or say Ghana who friend no lame duck but mo approve no because one person okoso a eye proye bebre e wona Josio ho said the be ya mo betumi aba benya akonya na di enti mo benya akonya na di enti Asiedu Nketia wo ka kire se so Ofori-Atta say Ghana NDC for mo agina tum se on say Ghana hey ye beba be hwe sansem no ne na Akomea tutu bia ma no enye ono kwa no ane party for any all walks of life nipa bebre atutu bia ma ne Johnson Asiedu Nketia ene yenso ebenya ehye na ye dia bro na ukọ parliament nso a joy e dia betu dwa meka joy enye joy FM John ono ni ye John Pon ye boamboa
yeah
obepre president no o say de ntia NDC minority more parliament omuntumi nkasa no nanado blackmail omo with double salary saga na buy no nze Akufo-Addo take over and scandals e buy say ministers ni parliamentarians ni bg double salary so what is that
oh yes
am I at a whole committee say nhwehwem ankosi aga ntina abribia na yakasa when it is about the top guns you don't hear nothing but Joy say eno na nanado danko Akufo-Addo use the blackmail NDC for more parliament ya behwe sa se na ewuram Auditors General report no de manu chud ade becha ade besa bia foforo ba na yese Ghana ghost say ka ghost atiase samai aswalo sika 66.2 million of taxpayers money wow ana yetu emu Ghana 44 million edema GRIDCo for ya omso mo maintenance no and samai time di sika 66 I mean him say samai no I don't know I'm fancy I can lay ansem bi so majai asemo etiano so dia no Johnson Asiedu Nketia say why the same qualified to be on the parliamentary service board na ye ko hono o say omo kwa reconstitute NDC leadership in parliament. We will also be looking at that story Doomso of course just like I said a major topic on today's show. Aha Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa bia ya no hia free sabri kopim se ebebo donko apamu de ye no na ebedwundwene Ghana ho eno ameka kyerew se yadwene Ghana ho na yo wadwun se won fa ho a ubenya vacation ubekọ Ghana system no be bro ube wadwun se wa retire ukotena fie ukọ untumi ntina system no be bro because oba betena bruche no dani wachi ma o man o de oti American you are not in the system you don't suffer Ghanaian should enti dwundwene Ghana ho se a now so what take stake in the claim now so what join the discussions ye nyina ye pushia mbenefo say prior ho yi ba ko ebu ba ka bomu emu na dodo nsu pushia e pushi what I say so join forces with us na ye nyina ye pushi na ye speak truth to power na ye put to our leadership on their toes for them to do what they promised they were going to do when they come into power. That is exactly what we expect of them, nothing more, nothing less. Moshe yembo amuba no more diso. The most astonishing thing is any interesting thing is sika no kro mo de ye adwuma no enyo mbotom ska ye sika ne ye do mo atena so se mo mfa nya nneoma a ebeboa yen Ghana for na ba mo ba awadu dedu and then ye san tie akire no we end up supporting them ye amu bu yen no ye amu die sika no ye amu menya yaresabia papa akwan papa mfa so hospital papa nko anyina mo hodin papa ndem ye no awo no masa brainwash yen omu die sika no na ye sa support omo obi sori so obebo omo chi a na ye kro no masa abo ye pass ye nko bu sa nipa kro no. So the way they have manipulated our brains, it is a statue, TV ni remote. The channel will be changing an echo. It's about time we change that, and that is why we are here. On that front, let me welcome Manucho Magandi, Gaucho Margarita La Molina, Mempeme Huasem, Camacho, Massachusetts, to the show officially. Manu Akwaba. Yes, and there a fire day. Yeah, and there fire day, and no Joshua. You couldn't there, yes, so near and some yeah, Ghana, I'm back. Joshua. But my infant to for him say countryman song go be in Worcester on Saturday. Obahana no ada no chikromu be in a restaurant no Thursday. Yeah, last week Thursday, yeah. But he's going to be on 10th of March. Oh, okay. 10th of April. It's a Saturday. Oh, yeah. Wabeba no chikrom or see greet. Meet and greet. Oh, okay. Shower na ahanti. No we chia. Leon beba ho. Obi amboa no na mbehia no. Obeba studio hanso ansa. Yena no be interview on Saturday. Our own countryman songo. Yeah. I mean. Oja fire. Yeah. He's done his bit and part. Yeah. A bad day. We brand behia no. It's Saturday. Yeah. Behia a couple of times and it's always wonderful meeting him. I mean, he's very jovial, down to earth, simple. Everything you can think of. Sometimes for screening judge, you know, meet him in person, come and meet him, greet him, and I believe you'll be happy. Yeah, of course, someone is until these are times to come out of your shells and nabe woso nya maybe go na woso bigu yeah be woso Nana Sewa Phillips also tie or Spinters. Oh, okay. I say good afternoon from here. We are listening to you live from CEHRT Spinters Accra. Yes. Shout out to Felix, Kwachi, Alfred, Kojo, Kobe, Nana Rita, and my boss. Please mention them. I have mentioned them. Oh, yeah. Now, Sewa, I mean, a very good morning. Good afternoon in Ghana. Yeah, now. In Ghana. They be you know, it's an environmental company. Minim the pa. They do the listening. I hope so. Obi ameko. When we come here informally, we are greeting people. Oh, Yesuba is same as Sewa. Yesuba. Oh, Yesuba. Yeah, no. Okay, and I hope say Yesuba. I say when we Yaba Bank be near you are having chance to listen to us. Taking your money easy. Oh yes. I mean, I had a no war. You say it's a skill. Leon Betnase. To be behind the mic and it's a skill and an act. I don't get. What about say? We don't get to the studio and bring our personal life problems on radio. If I say one of boys saying more, there are bad days, there are good days, but hey, you better not some quadia. We are here to make you because you don't really appreciate our issues. You only appreciate what you tell in the mic. Funny say good days, bad days. Okay, you are eavesdropping on this conversation. While on your Ofori-Atta the message be by, the message aba. Okay. While on your say. Opposition is to uphold and put the sitting government on its toes to account and serve the very innocent Ghanaians, but rather the opposition wishes the ruling party to fail woefully to pave way for them to come to hoard the country resources. The patriotic songs of our forefathers will one day be the best posterity to judge us all. But we'll be talking more and everybody come over brave. Joining is announced to share video no. Manujo, once again Akwaba. Yeah. I don't know why Leanne doesn't want people to hear she's here. Leanne, but she's around, but maybe not in the mood to speak into a microphone. You shouldn't be in the mood. Oh, it should be a mood. Then it's I don't know. The Biasan Kabeman Unkabimano. Kalusha, you know, I have a weakness for beautiful women. I have a weakness for beautiful women. It's not my fault. That answers it all. That's why sometimes meet me again. Sometimes it's so funny, sir. That answers it all. Now, exactly. But it's a mood. It's a mood thing. Kalusha, they say no there. Kalusha bano yelete the gunuso. Yes. Oruka de oba no abetnase. And then Leon Asha that's obeba. Amam for bisa Leon sa. No, I know, but at least come and say hi. People want to see you. People want to hear from you. Exactly. Wako yira nana masewa. Wako she baby say. Oh yes, somebody you are sewa do.
Yeah, but I'm not Ama.
You are what?
Nana Abena. Sewa.
Nana
Abna.
Ntunyama.
No.
Nana Abna Sewa.
Yes, Nas.
Hello.
Nana Abna Sewa. Oh yeah, Beman can friend and Nas. And continue, man, can rap it. That's
oh, like Nas the rapper?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, Nana Abna Sewa. I like that name. It resonates. It makes me feel like wanted be. Wanted be.
It makes you feel what?
Wanted by like the police wanting me. I mean, that kind of wanted.
Is that a good thing?
It's okay. Can you move on?
Dixon,
Yeah, call Dixon. But I'm even stammering now. I don't even know. I don't know what shall I say.
Intimate man,
let's go on.
Tina Uwe,
your whole character.
Tina Uwe,
but Tina know what you.
Tina said that you.
Oh, but Tina knows that. I mean, the closer I didn't so share, they didn't so union.
Meaning,
a bed in hand is worth more than two in the bush.
Meaning, yes. Some of us don't understand it.
You don't understand.
Yes,
you are being too proverbial.
The closer, the better. Those you don't.
What does that also mean? Break it down.
What is behind the sea? Why worry about what is behind the sea when you have one right in the sand with you?
Tina's what you? Tina, say what you?
Valen is only passing through. Tina.
I feel all something worse.
I'm your pastor.
Yeah, you are just passing. Unless you be here all the time, then I'll change my mind. But it stands now that you are passing through episode.
So why are you giving me a way ultimatum right now? And I say a dead dog.
Hey, you can't.
You want to stay, and I say.
Oh, okay. You have a choice to stay or not, but you can never go wrong with a lawyer. My they'll put me in the docket right away.
Nah, contempt, baby.
Exactly. Sometimes you end it.
Ebaniza no why when I contempt China and I know you're suspending on the board for NDC guy friend saying. The last week Atubiga, yeah. Contempt China. You're suspending on the board for you. Leona Kwaba. And then me say assemblyman ni beje ni pa bisa outdoors. I'm saying Leon when
Corona happened.
Oh, popular room how?
Me popular.
The way amount for Ubisa Pastor Steve Obeka so you're popular pa.
But no, that's Pastor Steve. That's
my amount for Bisano. Pastor Steve Munina teachers you're popular.
Yeah, then yamiase.
Anyway, question.
Mr. Corona happened.
I know Corona did, but question one kasa during the Corona period. Now when.
Na Corona no.
Democracy will call Ghana. Any other intina peso now when.
Corona na me shifi. Social distancing, yes.
Hey, and I'm why one who offended me
because you social distance. You detox from people, you detox from the environment.
Social distance,
yeah, it makes everything be extra because you're detoxing from everything else. It's just you, your room, unyame, and any other thing you do.
Wow, unyame, what do you mean? Like,
I mean, everybody
you have time for your God.
Like everybody, yeah. You mean have whoever you're.
So did you pray more?
I always pray.
Wow. Intina wo
yeah.
Na sana usa school na.
But I mean, school was online, so.
Oh, so you were always home.
I mean, unless I had like a court case, not my court. But apart from that, not most of the times, didn't have fear.
Court case now, okay, court.
Opo.
There be some man for you can't change. Say.
No,
you interrogate too, Gaka. Is it minimum? I don't investigate.
I do public. If I say public work, I work for the public.
Where I work for the public means.
I work for the public. May a public servant. I'm a public servant. Yeah.
So what do you do? Mainly, what do you do?
What do public servants do, Noah?
Say what various areas of work. Once them is a dance crowd. Once will be a few. Be a tion catcher. I'm for bisa na ibisa. Aden ali am for few sa aden.
Corona, like so no be na some is mafia man for. Everybody had to isolate and be in their houses.
Isolation doesn't mean say hide this forever.
It wasn't hiding. I was I'm a very law-abiding citizen, so I was listening to all the rules.
Yankasa them.
That's how I
interpret laws, man.
So show them. So I don't be a carrier and give other people corona. So I was in my house obeying rules. In California, some obey rules.
They were just all over the place.
The opposite just said we were disobeying the rules.
I'm not saying that to me. What I'm saying is me I was obeying the rules, so I stay in my house. And see, if you think that's a disobedience, that's how you interpret it to be.
Yeah. Exactly, I agree. There are two colors. If I tell you blue was first, I didn't say yellow was last. All I know is that Blue was first.
Studio ha and the Kalusha or my program yeah you be unity.
Yeah,
because it's Oba Wabeka wa hey. You be on the bear one. So
I've told you.
No, great minds think alike. So,
exactly. I like that one. You see,
into foolish minds.
It's called chemistry.
We didn't say that. We just said great minds think alike.
In a way, no more person would matem.
Yeah, because they're sapiosexuals.
Would deduce from that's
we're good.
Yeah, because some of you no more great minds there, not just a more shallow mind.
No, is that how you feel?
No, but you think like us, you people are making.
No, but you think like us, or
no.
We only say great minds think alike. You think like us, or?
No, I don't.
Yeah, of course. So you are great minds. We think alike, but we don't know about you.
Yeah.
No further comment.
Maybe so.
Ken Fredericks was Germany. Ken Yechao, Germany.
Yeah.
Mosi hello, Po, and my good friend Manucho Maganda.
They say.
Ken Fredericks, Germany. Yechao. 6.
Yeah.
You know, tell me 6 hours, right?
Yeah.
And they say,
because that means they are hour ahead of London.
Yeah, almost an hour ahead of London.
Yes.
No, and they're 5.
No, they're like 2 hours ahead of London.
London, yeah, and 1 hour they are 5.
Yes.
So time this is now.
Ghana 4. Now Ghana 4.
Ghana's 4. London is 5.
No. London is 4 now. Yeah, now we are.
So why is Nigeria 5?
1 hour ahead of
1 hour ahead of Ghana.
Interesting.
Yeah,
that has to do with latitudes and longitudes.
Yeah.
So they are 15 degrees off.
Royal baby simin can't also or monitor show no pa Manicho.
Yeah. We're grateful to.
Me say Royal baby simin can't also monitor show no pa.
Yeah, about 426.
Yeah, then as to say monitor.
I know they what can we. Me say Royal baby si or monitor show no.
Yeah.
Or simin can't show. So or share show no pa.
Right?
Yeah, 6 hours.
Yeah.
Reason.
No, what's in control? Media no answer.
Yeah, she's always monitoring.
But
sure.
Okay. O mama chamfo say.
London is 4.
Hey, o mama chamfo da bia wo be chan. Ene de obaba ha say de mrante hinesi atro ne brofo no. Good morning guys and pretty lady too. Hey. Na mrante hinu no. Na pombo ko de. Nana ya chow ya jiriza ho ye. What's it?
London is 5. Yeah.
So where you see you are
yeah.
Oh, London is 5.
London is 5. They've not come.
Almost the same time.
Almost the same.
No, but London has always been. It's like it's always London. London and that's how I know London and Nigeria have the same time. And I know Ghana's always
London as a
your BST, their GMT.
Yeah.
So they are still in BST.
Right, okay.
They are still in
GMT. Normally Ghana, baby.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they still.
While you so. The whole Worcester. So no. Nana or mama chamfo.
Nana.
Say so kaka CK obi ehunu no. Person na friend CK.
Nana meje also.
Yeah.
So we are baba no mrante ne mabawa enyina ona hwe so cream. Enti nana yense mo achi mabia obi anopai. Leon, we heard say usua de na usua. Because Ghana for here area bi na mete say sa area na usua de o. Say wa buy there say sports time na ade nya be your interview. Area na ahwe politics and na so dum so no say me kai say wo call Ghana baako ube soon bitterly and I see dum so asan ba nti memo akasa kakra ho but before that ya te unka acha ya feel ti ma yenu ni nkomo kakra then na yesu usua because
what do you mean
my makeka kakra
and then I say when like who, what are they saying
also you were schooling okay obi anka
yeah I was in school
okay what are you studying
school education
school you school saying
I was getting an education
you're not becoming a teacher for that one I know. So education by teachers.
No,
doing education.
We go to school to get an education.
We do.
That's so mean necessarily going to be a teacher.
Simplify.
Why do you want to know about my whole?
Because I want to know, and the public wants to know because we are public servant, just like you said.
Public is a law school. Law school.
Auntie, I was for more na mobiza leana na montene nkano. Yenu aba no say osuamra. Na mra we no osuano wi aye de ko Ghana. Ya be chi amanfo gum rough.
I no person chi amanfo gum.
Omo mu didi esika o Ghana ho no. Obi ti duase ko school. Na e discam omo anu omo di asese esi ghost di 66 million Ghana cedis. Some mine
cannot be retraced, right?
I cannot be no. Omo di no.
That's sad.
So Leon, tell us more about law. No say area of law be now here. I hope so. Then Abigail Williams,
internship or to be on Abigail Williams and Co. No,
Abigail Williams and Co.
Don't connect to me.
You know that Abigail Williams and Co. made Worcester so popular. Ghana for no money, no biako. Yes, Ghana. Adano Google. the most
everybody,
searched word from Google engine in Ghana.
Sadly.
Bia Kosheshe, Abigail Williams and Co. Abigail Williams and Co. Yeah, so tell us, what are you doing? What type of law? Because I see a starting marketing. We know you are knowledgeable, powerful, strong, and very argumentative. Constructive argument. So yeah,
that's a better word for it. I just don't like I'm not arguing. That's constructive. That's the key word.
Until law be now,
poverty law.
Poverty law.
Yeah.
Poverty law. Not just sika semo. Ehiani ahochire ni ade.
I'm a public servant. I work for the public.
Yeah.
Poverty law. I mean, I saw explaining the further.
What do you do?
So poverty law is like, you just work with low income people who cannot like afford like corporate laws
income.
And all that.
Okay, so say ubi.
So say like legal aid, public defenders, stuff like that. Yeah.
Until be below the poverty line, no you can help those people.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now, so be discounts or Ghana. Say poverty there, say ebi mu deny, ebi mu right.
Yeah.
Until no so do be Ghana. Until I say it falls within.
Yeah, I mean if you're working for the Ghanaian people, yeah.
Yeah, now DSika. Now my mom for cotton here more. That's
sad.
Afa until we do be Ghana. I say a chicha man for because we move pride. I have a video. I'll show it to you. Send the amount. Now I share, baby. No,
even like the pregnant women who are trying to give birth. Do you see like that? Yeah, it's so bad. Like it's so sad. It's so sad.
Na 66 million.
Yeah.
Na you.
And they're not going to probe into it and make it like it's gonna die very soon. And something else is going to come out.
That is Ghana for you.
Yeah.
At the end of bar, 1 day,
give it a
2
few,
days,
it's just gone.
Even somebody never can joy say Akufo-Addo they blackmailing DC MPC double salary saga buy. MPC amoye ministers omoji double salary omoji ha no maje omo be different account ye be prosecute omo ankusiaga.
That's the reality, which is not right.
And Ghana na ya sign akoshe dum so mu biem ye kan mo se henrap ma no jones say me no na etie wi no peace news no omuga say ye kaka mo se ye nkan ne dum so na ye nkan ne sen.
So what's it called? Load shedding.
Maintenance.
Load shedding anti omo de MPP for ya no ga say Ghana for ye jimi oho na obi de ye mfa ne dum so mo de by there mo pedin for frama no load shedding. Now what is load shedding? What the bani twima here then?
Yes, so I need the pressure. They be fine. They do not need a soccer crack. If you America say after 3 months, then you can call it doom so. Maybe
right now,
they
like,
but at the end, I'm say starting November.
Yeah, November by way no there. The scripts I'm reading there from November now started. People wanted to give
it. What is the meaning of doom so? Tell me.
On and off.
Indeed, Sadian you doom. Ya catch us say ya bro timetable say you be doom light and passes near son and you for near doom ni say and you doom so.
Oh, hey, doom so. I mean, semantics. It's still doom so.
Me ma maybe all your business teach you chrome. Akoto cold store. Akoto nama begunu cold store.
Exactly.
Ama ningi na say.
Jenna, we say cold store. Then we hear a way of say power. We hear plant and cause any generate and get to ebina or be power defreezers. So you can imagine.
Anyway. Leon, what doom so asema? What resonates with you? I didn't Kyle.
What do you mean?
Doom so. Does it resonate with you?
In what way?
Oko Ghana no. Ghana na doom so.
No, it was like 2 years ago. There was not only.
Oh, na doom so new. Ampa ba we discuss last time. No satama na onyira no. And I doom so by ampa na near discuss na. A helper.
It's sad, but what is causing it again? Like what is bringing?
We are maintenance.
We are being told to say maintenance.
But others are saying to the GRIDCo car. I mean,
and I went to peace news. They said, say, omo 2 weeks. So omo first kana ma. Omo be 2. Omo se niam omo dia ye omo be 2 din na.
Yes. So
that's just ridiculous. Like bigger issues like this is going on, and that would be like it is Jania. Like they don't know omo nim.
Oh, sika we cry dey say so.
No, I'm just saying
general
like
report
20 billion.
Okay, they say 66
$5 billion.
20 billion auditor general report from Nanado about 2017 to 2019. Auditor general reported by say 20 billion, which is about $5 billion.
Yeah, let's say 4. Let's put it at 4.
Ebro
4. See, I said 5.6. You said it.
Until the 4 billion.
4 billion. Yeah.
4 billion.
$4 billion.
They can't account
unaccounted for. They don't know. They
Cash.
don't have
how. Like how?
They can't say okay, it is here or there. It was misuse of,
and nobody
they
gets
don't know where it is.
Prosecuted. Nothing happens
Because it's the same. And you're call for welfare.
Exactly. That's the beauty of the whole story.
Which is the sad thing. It shouldn't be like that. You should be able to hold each other accountable if you guys are making mistakes. But if you're all going to be under the same umbrella, okay, yeah, MPP for into where you're bonia, yeah, and cat where you're senior cover. It's not like Ghana's still going to be stagnant. It's not going to go anywhere.
Stagnation.
The good thing is it's be under your umbrella, under your ambit. So you have to act. In the past, you say, oh, which hands are near there? But this time you came in 2016, 2017, 2-3 years down the line, people have just misappropriated this money. We expect the government to crack a whip.
Somebody needs to be held accountable as a scapegoat so people don't do it again. It's because people get away with it. That's why it keeps on happening.
Oh yes.
You know?
But who is going to bail the cat?
Somebody needs to.
Their leaders. It should be easy.
Yeah,
you see,
as a leader,
democratically, we've elected one person to be our head, and we've given him the mandate, and all the powers to do some of these things. Into bailing the cat is different when you are all the same, and they give it to me decide about they are more with the mandate, like you said, and the power to crack the whip. See, when I say it's as good as taking us for a ride, and I think some of these things will let us grow as a nation. They be say. Corruption there will be even in America. People are still finding way. Human being always wants the easiest way out to get things done, but you have to get institutions to really. I mean, if you don't do this now, there will be redemption. Then it's as good as they be and say yeah. You talk about it, and others will say they'll tell you that you are having the say, we are having a way all the time. It's very painful, but. Yeah, Ben, we can only talk about it till that moment. Okay,
we can only talk about it till that moment. We are here to also, but quickly, my first segment of the show, which is our word of motivation. And Nadia no chetiawa. So if you want to fly, give up everything that weigh you down. So I say, fly kosra. Now, kofifa niyama bibiri bo hoa. Obeti ashe.
So that's okay. Go on.
If you want to fly, give up everything that weighs you down. And only a word of motivation, Buddha, and a cancer. Your quick take, Nyanko.
Yeah, I think it's as easy as that. Even birds and planes, which have inherent qualities, naturally they are to fly. They have their body weight and they have what they can.
The tree will be more.
Oh yeah, na ba shame chance me smell law ni bi. Me miame ni pa, me nen kwai law abo. Yeah, near the bedding sometimes mo ba cheme. I say normally ade no say naturally they are supposed to fly. But amompa hawks ni ade they have to take a particular weight and between they fly to higher mountains to go and feed on them. If they can't take a cow as easy as that because they wouldn't be able to fly. Which even aeroplanes
it will outweigh them.
And their own efforts and to lift them to the heights that they want to be. Even airplanes, the weight they can carry. Inside all the luggage, baby.
Yeah, sometimes you jump back on your
because the number
it happened to me when I went to Ghana in 2019.
Yes, especially flights to Ghana. Yes, flights if you are Ghana.
Because now flights now I am marble so.
Yeah.
And I near my almost see luggage, you know. Almost guma just like we are saying, flights in the theater. So muja, you move be many kokushu in a bag kai. Many should aboard the same plane.
Same flight.
2019.
Yeah,
the next day flight.
No,
and they find them normal demand.
And they scafford a number of flights in mobile. Ghana. You see, interesting. See, now there are some stuff what the fast shape near the bit magazine from plane. So yeah, they buy human life. I mean. Before you can saw, this one go exactly so that you be able to do
freshen up your mind.
Exactly.
You see, I said one no was a bow crack now you can't even have the moment to pick another stone on the way or to get to another level. I think it's self-explanatory that if you want to go to another level, you have to leave the issues behind.
Leave all the baggage.
The baggage.
How no a man here.
Simple, baggage and luggage.
Luggage and baggage.
Yeah, you leave everything on to be able
so
to
that you go higher.
Leon, also fuck a crack.
Yeah, it's like said your kind.
Yeah, feel who's the first now be health talk. No to your phone. No, I say.
That's all my money show. Interactive. City FM DNB.
Susu on say.
Wabane can also can.
Tina wabana.
Tina na wacho.
Okay.
So basically, as a friend saying, more cano. basically it's like, well, if you want to move on in life, just leave all the baggages, everything, because if you're trying to move on and you're stuck in the past, and so you're stuck with idea you've been through, you're never going to move on. You're still going to be at the same place. So that's a good quote, like everybody should have.
If you want to fly, give up everything that weighs you down.
Exactly. So give up everything, even if it's friends, family, your education, money,
what be back in life, and sometimes it be a core relationship will be more worky when you have bad experience. No so the person doesn't even want to get into any other relationship and all that.
But relationship can also, like, you also see it as like one of life experiences.
There are good men out there, and there are
so many good men out there.
There are equally better women out there.
Of course.
And she say, "Who share be maybe na nko yenkyerese mema nyina nye." And who share oba bi na sa anye yenkyerese ma nyina nso nye den. Enye, but sometimes obi enye wura ni tran on say Akabeneza series bi ane ye hwe. Oba medi. The essence of obey womanizer nyina say oba bi
show no am na turn
girl no. Girl na mani turn fie ni ka say girl no so boy a openo. And Gigi Cabernet Sika Shim no ne Beman de Quabruchi. So that thing became a canker in his head. But at
the end of the day, who do you end up hurting? Yourself, right?
He did it himself.
Yourself and other people who have no connection with what happened. You are punishing another person for the sins
of
what
they punish. That's the thing with baggage. It just doesn't affect you, it affects the people around you. Innocent people around you.
We're not saying learn lessons from it to equip you and move on.
That's why they say life is a teacher. The more you live, the more
you learn your lessons backwards. You live your life forward by learning the lessons as you grow backwards.
So it's a bush. Only a word of motivation. Or pay no uche. Say so person of utuko wiemwa. Emfa niema bibri. Die twem no maninchwem niema ne nya no waste too good so you can fly high. Reach way auto school adaruma and also aseneme tumidi yin kran hyesema no pa bia de bro no bro na open reach way kira kwan a omo ewo James Street 70 James Street koho na open driver's license a omo bebo na bibia so atumi akonkan frɛ omo ewo 508 offer reach with 508 459 1331 508 459 1331 and omo cell phone no 774 386 2534 ma yemfa Dan Auto Repairs sponsored weather report no emre mo ne na mu said the enensu ewiem ebesi ayafa. Today is already a beautiful day. Since your temperature near around
60, right? Or
62, yeah. And there you come. We are going to have a beautiful day, but Enra was much sunnier than and we are in Shadambo. Right now it's mostly cloudy, and it's going to be cloudy the entire day with showers expected from 6 p.m. down to tomorrow dawn. Now, temperature as high as 66. Right now, we are 63, but it feels like 62. So that is how the weather feels like. In Tishano, so Neka said, if you know in 45% chance of rain from 6 p.m. down. Now the chances will also be rising higher. Ebekwa could do 81%, and that will be tomorrow 12 a.m. Until showers, and then it will tend to rain from between 9 and 11. It will tend to rain from 6 econo. Expecting nothing since you and so ebeto. And he said the weather no city for the day. No. Dan Auto Repairs, 45 Fremont Street. Omia Unity Radio neighbors say, "Ope baby, obey your car. Shaft, shock absorbers, oil change or engine apples yes sound mount and now say as I say we are inspection or car no problem you want Fabre Master down so 45 Fremont Street now on CC mount so and now per auction car ato and now when obi the ball came and now say ebia when your car for you person CC now you see by way of auto body be who Dixon now on CC now spring the camera and farmer omotaechi and Anopa bia yitumi ede weather report at the Ebremo. Manuchu, and time is fast spent. Are we going to do sports? And I ain't sports in there.
Oh, it's a time, man. Let's move. Sports will always wait for us. I don't think there's anything major.
Yeah.
Around the world. sports today. So more about going qualifiers.
Yeah. And okay, let's put out games going on today.
Exactly.
Especially Africa crowd. As I'm saying, about
yeah.
Europe.
I think the major is Sierra Leone. They are to me ambassador.
And then we Ghana referee is what
Yeah. It's a Ghanaian, right?
Yeah, Ghanaian referee.
Oh, okay.
Cote d'Ivoire we match on a Ghanaian referee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Oteshe, very sad, but what can you say? And Moko Europa, there'll be friendlies. Sweden, Estonia, Bebono, 11:45, and Switzerland, and Finland, and only friendly matches are Ebekoso, and also and now Koko share World Cup qualifiers, and then England, more big match, Mobo. Robert Lewandowski's Poland, but our host say Lewandowski has been ruled out of the game. Tinyadi Obebobi and only Adieba Akwa Ehajine. Group B, Greece and Georgia 2:45, Spain and Kosovo 2:45. Group C, Lithuania and Italy. And Northern Ireland and Bulgaria. I am fan to a team for him say Georgino so free Italy camp Abaka Chelsea insa. Group D, Bosnia and France and Ukraine and Kazakhstan. Abrante friend is N'Golo Kante is out of the French team. Remember so Onusu Pride into or returning to the parent club. Group F, Austria and Denmark here 2:45, Moldova and Israel 2:45, and Scotland and Faroe Islands. And so Group I, Andorra and Hungary, England and Poland, and only match of the day, San Marino and so any Albania. Ebebo and only Group I. Group J, Germany, Armenia and Romania, Germany and North Macedonia, and Liechtenstein and Iceland. And so Ebebo. So these are games coming up today. Now rumors also who say Abrante fan say Erling Haaland, because on only players they say Nehonsa Mobia Petty Erikwacho hene why na obisa no question no Leon na obisa na nazame Erling Haaland e de abetudwa enra ne agent ababetudwa say sa Abrante they say Manuchu wa tofie ni na busua tofie dada e o Spain.
Wow.
Intena no pay no pay reporter ababetudwa nso kire say Manchester City for a year lusu fight on the chase for Erling's signature. And to almost say amudu money chere Tottenham aso na make kan say ombekwa ko to Daniel Levy no. Yeah, and Manchester City and so say omo enya Haaland ombekwa ko pe Harry Kane.
I don't think it should be a bad choice.
I think me answer now 3 days ago I told you.
You told me that.
Because just on any given day if you put Harry Kane, say Chelsea, if Chelsea were to choose between Harry Kane any Haaland, I'll choose Kane on any given day.
Yeah, but your longevity, I mean.
No, Harry Kane has about 6 to 8 years more.
Well, I mean, it's relative. I mean,
relative. Now, maybe
some also go bad at 31.
But Manu, play at the end there and you're 2020s and then at 20s. But first, not play across 20s, 21 years. The amount from pay because almost feel so you have to be mid 20s.
What you team Navy now you need is a striker, then you go for 27. But this Chelsea team is relatively very young. Into Munya another
Rebukes Yanko be a COVID deal kusi kakra. Into Yababak. Thanks for joining. Erikwacho hene. I part of the communications team.
Oh, okay.
Ewo NDC mu. Our Massachusetts.
Yeah,
and I was saying die hard phobia.
Okay.
I want the phobia there odi diagra. And I was saying die hard Man U.
Oh, okay.
And he say Eric
United we stand.
He doesn't joke with what he loves.
Now you're United. That's how we're Chelsea.
I'm not me a Chelsea.
Yeah, you've always been.
No, he's United.
Okay,
yeah. No, we're Chelsea.
I hear you.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
he's not.
Ossie Kane is too old. Ossie Kane is 27 years. You are he's talking not, about too old.
He's not too old.
One car old, because he's too old.
But this once a Chelsea team on Mashi Shady or Munya Haaland come then you are guaranteed that they are moving.
No, but I won't say. I would prefer because your players need averagely 21 harvest 21 mount 22 has not done 20 and also young players Christian Pulisic 22 intinka unya obi anemu amia kakra also Thiago Silva by Zuma ni aditi interview omoye omunyina Reece James Zuma Rudiger ye 3 your friends say Benchilwa omunyina They are talking about what they've gained from Thiago Silva.
Defenders there, I mean, they are like vintage wine, but
yeah, Kane,
these two strikers there. Say, if you one should be offered on a silver platter, you prefer Kane to a Haaland?
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe they are on any given day. Say Chelsea and opportunity say Haaland in here. Germany, Diana, German League, the Premier League in
Japan. The first major season. I don't judge.
No, but what I'm saying is, Germany League, Manucho, you say this all the time.
Oh yeah,
Germany League, where they are proving goal scoring. The Premier League, yeah.
No, but Haaland is the
Germany League. Honestly speaking, with all frankness, Emuefo, England. Now, Werner Bayern, yet you only can have an interview. Best race, I almost say. Team or the league na tokra when him say wait there you are going to have an easy run as it would have been the case in Germany England and
exactly because
no easy match.
Yeah, exactly. Points are won on merit, but it should be Hurricane 2 is very good. I don't think that
and City for the no City say na say see an amount for Barcelona as they say Usikasa wasimsha local news ba ko ho say kotoko for say omo pen crime biem omo nyusu Accra Sports Stadium as their home venue.
It was a bad choice.
Omo de command GFA. See amino ka say GFA approve request. Nti kodoko be bon home matches. Both so obo Continental and now local Linkley Sports Stadium.
It was seriously, I never said they are stupid. The first choice didn't make sense.
Hey, they say also where's I know issue.
Oh, before the preposterous. No, because so what Accra, you see fans don't
Mama just about 5 minutes never
oh, no crowd also, but
any other stories?
Yeah. So you see the boys naturally stay in Kumasi because of mobile Kotokoninti. They have their wives, their girlfriend, their kids in Kumasi. Into some mobile league winner. What
Leon say why couldn't you do the analysis without girlfriends near them?
No, because like you mentioned why do you have to add girlfriends to it?
No, but some of them are not married. I can't really use.
Okay, that's great. Yeah.
Court rise.
Some even have concubines. Some are married but they have their concubines.
And court rise.
Exactly, it's interesting. It was a I'm my perspectives. I wish you could be coming all the time to give me all this.
And then the way I extended
one to say Mambo Kumasi, Kumasi. Kumasi. Many are bracer crowdom. Yeah, you see, it said when you access to your original Kumasi Sports Stadium, you just travel some 20 or 40 kilometers away. Then you do almost a 300 kilometer. Into mobile matches, so they take a bus back to Kumasi and I said then. Yeah. I think it takes a toll on the place.
Back to Kumasi. It doesn't really work. Grounds wow.
It's a match, maybe a Friday night, you have to travel all the way. I'm not saying it's bad, but when there are other options, even against the bad drop, say you don't need the fans at the stadium. So what is the excitement in taking it to Accra? That's the first question. Maybe Sano. What's the excitement? Say you train Kumasi Ajakojachi. Now every weekend, and I say we are for bus. And I have a plane near Accra.
Kane will choose United over Chelsea on any day. Yenka said Chelsea
on the choice. Yeah,
see how BBC Crumbs Man City targeting Haaland to replace Aguero with Kane, another option.
Yes.
But they say Haaland and Opombo or
oh yes.
Said it looks like he's going to Madrid.
For me, Kumasi
another factor to say.
Yeah,
Pep Guardiola signing Mino Raiola.
Yeah, Mino Raiola. They have. You see, that's
a big issue.
That's the other factor too. Say Mino Raiola. The only just mentioned. They don't joke, and the boys have so much faith in them, and they've controlled a lot of transfers this time around. Haaland now, so day one he made his intentions clear. Say of a big team, and he sees Real Madrid as the biggest catch. In principle, no. It will be good for him too. I wish I
hope he doesn't tend to become the next Jovic.
No, he will do better. Okay. I follow this trajectory. I mean, him say,
Jovic did better with Frankfurt.
No, but
he did
anyway. I said same with Hazard, and Hazard disappointed me. But the point is that Haaland, Oba Dortmund, Krano. You see, I started saying waves and no Salzburg Krano at Tinidi. Into all the choice to Dortmund Krano. It was
the rise to fame by Dortmund.
Oh, for some people,
the achievement in his career. No, he's not scored as many goals in a season like he's done
because he's growing. That time we listen, but the issue is that Obia on follow ball be break. I say, but who follow be there?
Opa Pulu Haaland record from Salzburg to wherever. neck checky season now to me Safita wa achieve with Dortmund. It's never happened. You see, it's not make us say this is no. He was a good player. Don't get me wrong, but he's a better player now.
It was so. I saw woman records from away. No,
but in short, the point is the fact is
I'm saying he would do well. Not the popularity. He would do well because he lived up to the hype. Urban, the hype was there about 3-4 seasons ago. No, the hype was there. Say, Sahalan boy, and it's a new thing to happen. Then he had to go to Dortmund. He said, "Okay, yeah, sure, no." And Dortmund is proving himself.
Chelsea also sign Man U. Even before he went to Dortmund, now Man U crack also.
That time the high, but people were not sure. So the point was that he was so. I saw Odegaard at 14, and then he didn't meet him. Say we lose him. Odegaard was counted as the next Ronaldo.
But the American person, if you agree with me, the American say he's made the name with Dortmund with this achievement
because he was that young. We know Ojano about 18 years, 18, 19.
Mbappe no saying Ojinidi.
I don't even get it.
Mbappe no. Mbappe was 18, 19.
Dortmund have been a major club. The talk here is that will he do well? Is he not?
But why don't you want to accept to say he made the name bigger for himself?
I didn't say no. I said because that was his primate. That's why I'm not sure.
Follow ball and from those.
So the point is that we are supposed to know say where is he coming from. But nobody says that's one I'm home.
We know.
But Salzburg crown and normal Champions League near then he was showing some signs of being good. And I'm gonna say Odegaard money they did not lived up to the hype. But on any day I'll be surprised. But this is football. Yeah. Hazard will not be a hit at Madrid and come my last breath the last breath but so football they follow a lot of logic.
And the finishing now can Kotoko asem no si omo better the first
thing explain to me why did they go to Accra? Say fans boba open say more money
commentary ni commentators ni be ni supporters ni be concerned and in fact supporters no do no Accra mpene so but they ne be mo so can say omni ash gold and ninja until now they felt to say bia ash gold be ya nyadoa e dey tia omo na bi omo bo matches no ho a omo lusu but when going back no Ghana sa mentality no nti na obi tumi be fa club na okoye accounts am otum for us made 2 million
yes
dey aye edru so who say Ghana
yes I agree
edru as supposed to you be training players well na ya condition wo ya mo better remuneration am mo baby papa da now players na fit no mabo no da bia edru until they might have left Obuasi for Accra because of superstition.
Yeah, because I agree maybe that's the only aspect.
Yeah, that's the only
money when the sharps fall they have a long fracas circle in sharp maybe they were thinking in that direction.
Okay, then I feel the Moses
exactly.
But first time I got to go matches for Obuasi
exactly that's why I'm disappointed. I mean it's a young and energetic one and expected to bring organization
back and forth any Obuasi then a better cost effective.
Sanka fans in buy you better to say you need that space
maintenance container mo this is one kaskan come to be the dan come sisi clubhouse or my place no
simply back they are coming back to their senses so you respect your money. I hope it's a back papa man.
Okay now because also a quick take on England Poland. Like a nice game but anya nice game be man.
Exactly I don't
Lewandowski's absence but Poland still have a strong team.
Yeah but England for will make me smith of them. I don't think it's a match worthy of my serious analysis.
Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo yeah the sports ni si ania get into political issues. Yeah ba be hwe dum so ensama koso Ghana and auditor general so Sika Leon you can get off camera. I see to Banza. No. Yeah but 1 minute cause Eric is me say a question bi odi aba. O si opo. Ti o si opo. Hey Leon pa say there be so ba show you so. Remember pa DF.
But tell them we are both men anyway. The last time I checked, we ain't 2 men.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, some no yamba.
Meaning,
just tell them.
Meanings. Train this pretty lady to bring us sports.
Oh yes.
Sports.
And it is Leon. What do you back on? Apart from health, you see, been training. And Anopa bia one of the sports state bets in the baba Anopa Bosuo. How about that?
And you.
Opo me crab me train now.
Okay, so when are you starting tomorrow?
No. What is today?
Today is Today is Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Yeah, so the week is ended. Yeah, best start
so
Monday.
Monday. To Monday, Leon. and a day sports tidbit, warm up sports beba.
It's not that deep.
No, you can do it.
Because I listen to some sports shows, so I'm not that. I know a little bit of it, so.
Okay. Hey, Leon, we are tough, what? In Tubama, a cappella bakwana, one sports news item. Now they are starting. Okay. Yeah, that's it. I can say, ma, a Danko African Market and Wholesale. Me bacho se upe Ghana nuani bi dia Danko ho, and I also do any chair Otayechi. Any segment to bro. Yanton ade ba akuminu na emra sisia. Yeba na yede eye their council at the Tuam. So let's go for a short commercial break. Pacho na boy may 2 bells. Yeba yebehwe dum so sama ekoso e Ghana. Asiedu Nketia say MPP4 Finance Minister Ofori-Atta mo sheda mane e pass vetting say de be a obesai Ghana more na NDC etime wini power. Enti political party mo adwena mo wo more man no. Yenton ade ne emra sisi eba all the stories coming up.
Brabo and Afemo. Sena be obenya driver's license cra and Afem. Me ba America. Ma try so and father. Ani ayanukre abrocha brabo na fomunti na me kanfu Richway Auto School at the amount. A hodie. Unya pema and she sending no me dia gu akwamti onua driver's license. A babu when you BCCA within the shortest possible time. So per classroom lessons and on the road lessons are only problem cry within the shortest possible time. No, je babu when you send me no to me at your boardjuma. Kai now say your professional driving instructors are babu when this one was open so chicano. A babem. It will just say Richway Auto School bet mabuame and a mena license. Je better younger say road lessons evaluations at the amount. That sounds one more road textbook quibi na abuamo nimdia awo peno when sa aka na dia Dekrani say unko RMV enko ye road test no yebema examiner no abayanka say office no waboa mo ye road test no bibia akoso eni je se mewom krani say instructors I try there e wo Richways Auto Schools ni nyina e Ghana fo into what yen kasa wode be nu edinkita ho ebeboa mo atweka no na bibia akonkan hwe yen chia kwan e wo 65 James Street Suite 207 Worcester MA 01603 yen office telephone numbers ni 508-459-1331 and 774-386-2534. Hey, wait there. Richway Auto School made him who dance the part. Richways Auto Schools, your keys to safe and happy driving.
What a wow, what a gentle, Akwe-Huofe. Ain't one a year granted 9 say.
Hey, ain't your man I come for them, I say. Oh, bro, Jainu come for me. If we start the panetoin, Minimiti or baby Asaqua, Miti, me, no one not be a barbering shop.
Oh, sweet guy, well, look sexy. And I'm the guy, Beko.
Oh, yes, Sepani mean what you ma. Or your best, or charmily, sweat, backbone, and a half bone, jacket, science sporting waves. Ye shaving, a breakwa bombs beer, and more often. Me, ye sexy boy, ya, ye sexy gay. Utrasi, with me a channel.
Wow. Any extra me wo?
Shisha Nabian Barbering Shop, our 1106 Main Street, Worcester, MA 01603, Anna Fred 978-235-3348. Nabian Barbering Shop.
Woman cross for yes sex.
Oh, Kwanso Jojo. Oh, Kwamwatre. Driver move. Driver papa de was share driving our RAF G-Man driving school LLC sesura kran na sura boto kran na sura kra kronkrono sa na sura driver na RAF G-Man driving school wo ba be share driving a bretie bi na wanya driving mu hwehunu abaye driver ni mapa anya driving document nyina prekope every say director ni instructor Pastor RAF Ajeman cover by our RAF G-Man driving school LLC baye a professional driving teacher ni instructor as a pastor what experience what driving mu wo wabotre I want to wase I want to tie mu hwehunu wo do be fa driving mu road test na okra posh cars a full air condition na wafa RAF G-Man driving school mo wie abaya driver no wasa register under motor vehicle certificate RAF G-Man driving school our cars papa wo de ma renting for road test asaya evaluation and bookings anyone I want to pass a permit Pastor RAF G-Man wo 22 years driving ni teaching experience actually driving our maybe to say German Germany, Holland, France, and the USA. Asaya be wa kasa hudu mu. Enti kasa bi a wo pese yɛmfa nkyerɛ wade no. Wɔde bɛ kyerɛ wo. Say English o, say French, say German, and Holland. Kasa bɛn. Ade na gya kwankyerɛ de so yi. Na ne director ne instructor a otwa Ralph G-Man Driving School LLC ano. Pastor Ralph Ajimai. Eni kita ho ne be sua driving nyemu experience. Fra cell phone 774-329-3271. Office number 508-644-0651. Fax 508-644-0654. Ralph G-Man Driving School LLG. Awo 129 East Main Street, Unit 6, Webster MA 01570. Website www.ralphgmandrivingschool.com. Email rgmandriving@gmail. Ralph G-Man Driving School. Cobra sum diem na cobra jojo any niswade.
Unity Radio and the Campo Great.
Asampayetia Obanyansa fuso wo munye wanka na asam Tema futu sam kakre wa supreme Yo kofi Omaya
Leon kofa yaduane abre as they say there Leon ba kane no wa ha ye breakfast bibia oni he ye bre royal na umu anu abema ba kwene de wa banti off camera you see her back soon. Leon yentem na manu chunya ne coffee ne manu akwa babio back from the commercial break moving straight into action ye sha say nevi baby asika no Leon say obekon afiri no poverty ho no na manu last week we were talking about 2 billion na ene utia
20 billion
20 billion ene utia ye 66 million ghost samaya fa. I think you have the story.
Yes.
What's your take? Ena momotua emu almost 44 million went to GRIDCo.
It's interesting. Now GRIDCo
no masan doom
so issues and I
think 44 million at GRIDCo 4G and one GD and no so fine.
Yeah, almost saying on is ghost names. People have stopped the job. Once a Ghana on payment controller and accountant general. Unfortunately, obi a student or teacher or to me man by 8 months and salary by a process it. Until after 8 months I ban so near might be just 2 months pay. The rest would their child buying. But in the there's also that reverse psychology. Nipan bet me July 2020. Now as of yet here, not that son the paper. So the accountant of the job will go and tell them that the guy is no more working because controlling accountant general is only paying based on the accountant there and when paying back I said the guy is still working every day. Day to day administration and then the person will be paid every month. Auditor general report here. Most of the money are non-existent staff who have finished the job and that's alone more than 44 million Ghana cedis going to GRIDCo. The same people who more often than not they cry about money and it's all encompassing.
As a result of
Sikasem, they are playing the card at a maintenance, shadow maintenance being there, but other stories are also reporting that a car over 200 million based on maybe free electricity near the United has brought a cost. That's way crack and last time upon Kroma was forced to divulge that to the PPP service providers
the IPP
yes, but when I will consume it it's known as free. But government is only an intermediary. On his left, he's paying. On his right, he's saying that it is free because they don't want to confuse us. He being in the center until at the point in time, if the left hand is weighing the right hand, there will be an imbalance. So they have to throw more weight here. That is what is happening in that regard. But the more you listen to the Auditor General, 20 billion and a breakdown neighbor, and you cry, but the more you hear, the more you get frustrated and annoyed. That GRIDCo, all this amount should be going to GRIDCo. No. The basic details will come, but kakrana any moment say most of them from non-existent contracts near the anchor for paying people who don't really deserve.
I say non-existent and under 7 public sector workers were paid a total of Ghana 66,248,946.00 in 2019. The Auditor General has revealed. It said the financial irregularities were lapses, caused by the failure of the management to exercise due diligence and the laxity of officers in charge of payroll validation in reviewing payment vouchers to ensure salaries were paid to only those who were entitled, as well as payroll-related irregularities. They were also caused by the management failure to notify banks to stop the payment of unearned salaries. End of quote. Now, the report contained, and I quote again, the Controller and Accountant General's Department also did not promptly delete names of separated staff when notified to do so. End of quote. In other instances, the report said, quote again, management also did not obtain financial clearance from the Ministry of Finance before employing new staff. End of quote. Into Ukaya, contained in the total irregularity of 66 million, is an amount of 44,367,132 attributed to GRIDCo in respect of outstanding compensation payment without the requisite documentation and non-payment of 2017 third-tier pension contribution from GRIDCo, which remained unremitted as of 31st December 2017. The report added.
You see, the more you hear, the more you realize that due diligence was not negligence.
Manucho, don't be too gentle. Ghana Ben yechichiri. Ghana Ben yepesi yenye.
Ghana is on ICU, intensive care unit. Yesterday I was telling you that the hope is getting missing. Maybe by legislature. I see a bit of brightness, but sometimes maybe we are too much on the politicians, then we leave some of these people to misbehave. My member CEO Jonathan Amwakuba, CEO of Ghana GRIDCo Company Limited. Yeah. In all this, his name needs to be mentioned because he's the head of that institution. And the more you listen, 30 year pensions, tier 3 and workers, you are not paying for them. Omodachi, Sikana motete near there some adi binambo ko mass net na nipakoni wie juma o tume konyano. You are not even paying. Ina nkofo jaye juma.
Leon Bebro na juma so.
Oh, nkofo jaye juma, you quickly have to go and tell controller say you're moving film. Nipa you judgment by September 2020. By October,
the question is Amanucho. When we mention such monies, who say Opo National now on ye juma ebioni tuaneka Manucho now on ye juma biu still nani pay ko Leon no I resign in fear me nuni da su tuaneka masem bisa ahombrasi mene say sikano yentumi entry kwaji adiana.
It is highly traceable.
Ana say sikano yehu se yi Manucho dia na yasesa bank account eko obi account man na asesen mentiase.
I don't think it's as easy as that. Knowing what happens in the civil service. So what's the sound accounting part? And easy. Sometimes within 2-3 months in Pono, but eventually it will be done. But more often than not. But it's an interesting bit. I will agree that maybe ebu honuma onumposi etuaneka because within that so da hono na ya kululu bi ne sika no kopie be bi no be gidi no bi obi no be che no so honum na nipa kro na so ebu honuma sika ne ba no so gidi
na ghost names he says.
Yes, exactly. Be a shame when the person are not even existing. And you see, it's all encompassing. GRIDCo there na about all facets of government institutions. These things are there. These things are really there. Say, obinya financial clearance from Controller and Accountant General. As then offer nejuma. The probetua we can Chrome has say, well, Walmart and say employ when they know they don't have money to pay the person. Now, some so I got say, yentua can and
now have you ever even seen say Chrome ha why ejuma as you bosumi si atwan yebetua oka?
Who does that?
I didn't na yentumi nye system ni say ye fa obi ejuma. Now I started straight away. The person is performing their duties. They need to be paid. They need to have a living.
But 90% of people.
So that is how Yempen Infono they steal from us.
Yes.
Because Leon Yafalian as lawyer for this ministry and this company 6 months to 1 year. Nani pay back okra mada. And by the time Leon Sikabe started to cry, say, Babia 2 years and I know. Maybe I want better job because you people are not paying me.
Exactly.
She's gone.
Yeah.
Na ya sabeka say oh in fie na echi leanda so judgment na abinda so ye de
etuaneka. Those are the harsh truths that are happening. You cry say we could jam MTN or bomb say we pay abede man discussion. Who does that here? Who needs ka so who say who needs ka? You understand? But yeah, sometimes it's so painful that the basic question you ask that. So when these things happen, they keep happening. I say running cycle and circle.
The ABC every year supposed Auditor General report to BIA.
And you see, I will not run under dynamic action. But the issue is that because you are not punishing, I'm going to hear worse.
And now the ghost name down.
On your ghost name, but maybe a budget expenditure and surplus and we say
Ghana Education Service for the Dubai. So ghost names are new.
Yeah, a lot.
Ghost names no crown the US way out of 60 something or 44 million.
Yeah.
Almost 45 million ghost names.
Ghost names, non-existent people.
Into some of the things what you know how I want to say.
Yeah, what you are saying so to me. What you are saying, pa, and I just say you are not really thinking about it. You understand? So the harsh reality is that Auditor General the Beba, but you expect the Attorney General and people with prosecutorial powers, and they need to act. And see, Yanka say sometimes in Popo the problem is Chomugumu, but Yan Sika. It's only your OSP, you Office of the Special Prosecutor. I can say your first mandate is to recover
I got
as much as money for us.
Yes, our budget 120 something million Ghana.
For that office,
because office Matanami do better now. Why budget man? Yeah, who you could see a failure Matanami do ne say or say a buying so bokro no koka omo penabo no pelekuno and we judge money to her. A day pam faso. Ye pompi sika ko OSP ni buy and then sika be no more retrieve omo be ya budget no omo to expenditure expected even income no omo to me they can say we expecting say be retrieve income no and one taxes me wa
exactly taxation here say your GDP no form to say kobo bosia in the be so near ye niama. But you hear some of these things Attorney General reports, the more you read the more you listen, and every year no po is getting worse. Why will headmaster beat his school? Be obe na adwin say, oh, nkofo we my boy, you man member yenche salary. No, say okay, no problem. For the mommy, who pay back 1,000 and no abram 500. Why will he have the adwin po be odbesa? Obe you no see mansions baby. Na dan for when we are ni bi. Na I say oh, so school they could agro. We live in a country even everybody feels that we are there mean to me make it. Sometimes something I guess worse for me because those time because na pub no she car on the night and go for kind of shem. Then you ask yourself that nipa create your brain on your sika way about better no that is anyama way. Abai sika na we siphon all the money from the system. These same people will want better roads, will want better way. But sometimes the blame goes to the politician because after all this he will still go back and promise the people, knowing very well that he can't even make that money to do it. Me so for mandate mam na me kwata top one na me so me wi akakra na so wi awodi amenka na esa de anka the problems and issues have been enumerated by this report. And in that time no so who was the CEO, who was the accountant there, who was the procurement officer?
So why can't we retrieve this
Auditor General? Every company has an Auditor General. You try and every month your procurement officer what they say come and interpret the law and help the people to acquire the best for less. We have an financial accountant one and all these people are there. They be more but tie as she quote then all this malfeasance happen in the system. Why you don't know where it is going to even end. Basically those with the power to Attorney General near the OSP and all kinds of prosecutorial powers. No Auditor General in Panka fan shame. So bet you are prosecuted because who alleges must prove. Into bet you mean be Jina court. They will prove beyond reasonable doubts that you know what where the sika way into you say. We don't even have those things. Or here we are not the court to one.
Waiting for the Attorney General.
Those who are supposed to act on it, they will not also do it. Near trend the next year report. You trend the next year report. And this has been happening over and over again. Sometimes I say you are not passionate about it. But we getting passionate because you begin to only talk to the conscience of people who want to hear. That master, if you want to effect a change, we have to look for that leadership which will come and have that Ghanaians at heart and in the mind. But as it stands now, these are some of the things that you see. There's not been a single report over the years about
what can we do? This thing, just like you said, it keep government after government, president after president, administration after administration. And then you be to me here.
You see, it gets to a point like we can only talk about it. We here can talk about it and hope that people will get that change of mind and vote for governments who are ready to prosecute.
Which government is ready? That is the question. Which government is ready? Because this thing has been happening under the noses of the NDC.
Yes.
MPP made so much meat out of it. They came. It's happening under their noses too. Into government by now can
maybe you should try the like of Jacob was saying about money idea in the sense that there are two sides of a coin. The edge hardly is very stable. By the end of the Akwa say we put the independence, so we no could do parliament. So you have to choose a side. There's other A or B. You can't be in the middle. So we be do an never corrupt from the start. They don't believe that. Me share in the EFF, Economic Freedom Fighters for South Africa. They have their space. Yes, we are yeni. Now here the Akwa and say, hey, choose ya. There's that pressure on us. That yet even few members of parliament effective changer be the bad nut in that soup and make sure that the soup wouldn't taste good if they are not prepared to change to stew that nut now. But it's as far as I'm concerned, we can only hope that government will have institutions, empower them to work. Attorney General will have that courage. Last time, let me show you Kenya. The man gave an analogy, say fighting corruption is like taking a dog to the bush to go and fight. You guide the dog and you train the dog so that it will be able to even fight leopards and lions. There are some dogs which can fight lions. They might not be able to kill the lions, but they will wound them, or everybody will see that they fought. But then they are not quite saying for fighting corruption. So a crime will do it here. Either it will crash it or the dog has to turn back. Because corruption, I can say for now, yeah. So how will if you can watch Kusi on the way, watch this my dog is good. What if the dog goes to meet an elephant? Why did I use an elephant? An umbrella. Or the dog goes to meet a tiger on the way. Or better could tiger no. Because there's no guiding principles. You've not equipped the corruption fighters very well. To say here, let's equip the corruption fighters and give them that mandate and direct them as a president. Putting your people in the room and telling them that, you know what, I'm believing in you, that's why I'm selecting you. But when you fall foul of the law, the whip will crack on you, or you will be punished severely. But you can't copy him. Level, the worst case, the crime or say he went to fight the bigger animals in the bush. He was supposed to go and fight the little ants and the armadillos on the floor. But because you don't need to be a lion to fight a lion, but you need to equip whoever. Even a cat can fight it if it's well equipped. But at the end of the day, so we get that person, all the requisites and empower the person. You only come and talk about it, but sometimes it's sad that a whole country see a light to cry a problem. You better fuel him, more taxes, and people don't have decent accommodation, decent source of water, even chairs to sit on, for kids to sit on to learn. People don't have public toilets. Even place to ease themselves, and we don't have it properly in Ghana. Yes. Why will you live in Ghana? What do you think they will do over there? Yeah. You see, the whole system looks like a conundrum. The upside down story. We always glorify mediocrity, little efforts. But when issues like this we are confronted with, which are
me kwa toilet ne so bla ye toilet bia ne krom ha se ana me se me kwa toilet ne so me dua na blend su ne bia me koto pa ho no so beka ha wona ye adan sa toilet de bia ne me ma koto so na be ma se su ni mo toilet krom ha se kwa kaka nyina toilet ene afan ya wo hoyi e ma ne me nyina ne toilet ba ko so me koto ya na so aba koto me nchen adan nchen na ya sa e ta me ne ko sa toilet ko no
de je se me ko toilet so me so afo so de me eba sa me so menya dai o so me so tranche na me so menia na me ko tonje on no wu afusi adam ma ba ton so na me so menya dai me ba so to se ba ko be mi nyina mi ni ngum ho mi ti ni ngum sa Oko to so oba no esinchen.
Manu Jento so.
Ko disa brim pia so ani.
Say no na o kan no.
Na say eduru baby e na
toilet no so e ba
ko pe. I say we dey am can say multifaceted. The same dey a whole show. Everybody is at fault there. Oh, Berman, you can't run away saying Berman.
Toilet and so I say
that's the point. Men are moved by what they see. So I wouldn't once I'm not there, you and I were not there. A man can intentionally try to follow the woman to go and watch them. It's possible. People do them. But secondly, if the guy really was in pain, if we any what do you expect him to do? Because
one at a time the only option
we are buying and on good he's supposed to come. Beyond that, this
is the country we live in,
yes.
And then bunches of money, so much
down the
amount
brain.
of money say Ira.
And you see, sometimes young fans say at the end I say the Samsung phone, the iPhone. Okay, its intended purpose was not used, but at least we have another product.
Ghana,
but here the
Ghana here will be company.
Will they do this to
it? Manage Ghana say.
You see, winner takes all attitude. Then they be near Kenya. So we grab a drink say, me okay, on yard in Tibeman and Coco Philly, we are not a mark share on them. Look at the thoughts that we have.
Just like Asiedu Nketia.
Exactly.
We'll be coming to that.
Just like those thoughts.
Until now we can say, to Obama, the obey me a prosecutor, and now maybe say. When there was our will power,
who has shown that late say a man a chance he will be so much way fine yet
Ghana man to yam fan sa na yenye den and I keep pushing. We should keep pushing.
I believe I believe we should just keep talking. Obi a say democracy and advanced democracy say being 274 years now there they went through them. Norway near there. I was reading an article and yet and the crow national flag cry about 1332 near there. These are countries which are 500 years, 400 years. They had a national flag.
Me person ka we analysis we mame. A day in tina yem penning for no. One, me person share from omo point of view. Said you see who Ghana for perspective from how they see Ghanaians. A day in tina yem penning for no. Omo share yem boa. Promise us so much. Omo betena konwa so we are. Omo to me. Enye boshen ho adwuma no edentia is it one because they feel that they already have the power, they don't respect Ghanaians, or they feel Ghanaians are so much illiterate, ignorant, and they can take us for a ride? And now Ghana for the say ya some dream mind into be a nye basa and you to know and sorry inti you Ghana the baby I be kan nen kwa china na adentia. Because when you go back and you listen to some of the promises the MPP gave when they were campaigning to get power, and you consider what they are doing today, the amount of monies, FNI Pansa say Auditor General report, ghost names, and then I Professor Dr. Mahmoud Baumia share boss say digitizing Ghana civil service to get rid of all ghost names. This was the promise. Say about digitizing civil service system.
They knew the problems and they had the solutions. But one solution after the other. One problem. The same recurring. Bruni Vegas are recurring. Yeah.
Problems now.
And it's
now we
worse.
Are back in doom so.
It's getting worse.
Go into it for
I
me.
think
what is the thinking of the president? What is the thinking of the Ghanaian minister? What is the thinking of the Ghanaian member of parliament?
You see, it's a whole multifaceted.
And then the civil service.
Multifaceted, but I think all the enumerating the other parts of the reasons we ain't angry enough. But maybe share from the fact that to win elections in Ghana, Nakwa is going to war a beautiful lady, saying the things just to win. You know, it was in the olden days. They say by end they're still working. We as a country, we are not reformed. You are not reformed until Pakron Bano become a yes, a man will may say, I said Biden, the audit doing all that Biden said he would do within the first 6 months. He's trying to do everything.
Or the Mrato, the first 100 days, may say, and they make sure they do.
They do them because there's a terms of reference. Everybody and taking the boxes for you.
Very fair.
Yes.
The media will not leave you.
Yes.
Ghana media, bomb, sebi, and a tiho. Because some people supposedly are
Joe Wise in your tape be no diomatem. Now you see the politicians don't disregard them. Also make as Rastafarians when your chance come and ask me questions, I research Ben also me can why until better time and maybe Sammy. Did you research to see whether what I said was wrong or right? But I was here Rastafarians men Paul Mochonti, yeah, but will you apologize? What? You as the journalist, I made an emphatic statement based on my personal research. Into what's who a journalist, what have you done? Omotiti radio so adebi omobisa question takrabo gem attitude say opuaka say into what's what say what's so Eric ONDC communicator opoka and what's what say no so can argue. And say that is what entices them and makes them happy. Spices up the atmosphere. We are all victims, but we expect that. I say no. You can say Komu. You can say Wolf Blazer. They expect some level of intelligence. What the mic man for 1 hour say or Kasa on a CNN platform. Obiati, this Obia we don't want to hear because you believe that you acquire extensive research in that area to be able to ask those questions. Nipanaba ministers when people want to come to power. Omok Shabonyama yebe A B C D. At least they you see as a marking scheme. Which way 60% impo. Bonya betina sooner 4 years abano, then he will play the old ostrich and then this year then yes are comparison politics of equalization and I say you put them on a scale. But senke yen say na what kind of measure by I think because you had your policies.
No because NDC then ya na because the point is say
if it was that good
NDC year anka yansesano NDC de no mo ye na ye pa kana na do ama because NDC and so sa problem ya doom so bas branding one scandals bebre and na wo share ye bo e ka kire say certain cry joblessness was on the ascendancy.
Yes.
And then nanado any
confirm to come to
and nanado my sabo shewe nanado give us this promise.
Ghana ya mo do yet is caso is what come there. Yet is caso is what come there. Onyakupo ma me kwana me ba ye bania ma the sesa sande me ina
so yet is caso come there and uti other audios from Dr. Mahmoud Baumia about how Omobe tackle leakage and lapses in the system. You bet digitize the civil service. Sikabi and Fabia ghost names will be a thing of the past. You be in every floor because you bet digitize BBR. Fast forward from 2017 to 2019, Auditor General say Sika Ghana efa nipa ansase ghost names and yema yesi akoto procurement yanto and ya the 20 billion, which is over $4 billion.
The more you hear them, the more you get sad. And just like you said,
you know me problem, me question. No?
Yeah, we don't hold them accountable.
Prescribe us some solutions.
All are true, but we don't hold them accountable for the things that they say, and they come back to us for the mandate. Yes, and their momo, because the very things are like Ebioka said, Mahmoud Baumia kind. You know, you know, buy no say them 4 more. Maybe it's 4 more to do what? Yeah, I say 4 more to do it. It's not any complaint, but nice. But he did not campaign again on another set of promises. He campaigned on the same set. Say digitization and no more leakages in the system, free SHS, blah 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 blah. Which may be. That's why I said that. Let's give one terms of reference. Never forget about NDC. So I'm not sure they need it, but unfortunately, then I say on your power then there is a politics of comparison. Because then cry papa no born boy entrenched this one why now is a medium NDC ni we can cry minty me MPP ni we can cry minty and no na that's why politicians, that's why I'm happy when people are now throwing some bad energy into the atmosphere. Me China me ba ma be ya people behave. You can tell your own people, say maybe I won't call for kasa or send kasa, but what can Ghana kasa? You have to refine your speeches. You know, I must say no so exactly Bobisa Baumia. On how to win elections very well, but how to make the system work. I think it's silent. Maybe be a bank account or quarter and pebisa na or be any mobile wallet on the phone so and nana maker. Seriously, so that was what you were telling Ghanaians that during your tenure, every Ghanaian will have a bank account, to have a job and a bank account, and his bank account will be linked to his job, and he will start making money out of it. Maybe that irrigation dams, nothing radio. Be a benya dam. Is that what you are having today? Says Ghana, food is we don't have food issues. The more you look, GP address our last time we spoke about it. How well has it been accepted in Ghana? Say, see, I walk Ghana now through. Because say, GP 206 West. Then Pakona drive it to you. Even the when you use Nampono, Google Map, who do it? Who to make no baby?
Yes, obi di bi ko bi madam for bi free ko Ghana.
O ka ko tonso.
E de no ko yira ko gina ba bi obi new plot kra o nyanye so.
Exactly, we cry be magra bi can ko car be say shortcut bi. You see, these are the teething problems we talk about. Near member money pa brabo my easy no. We are not worried about. Debi am ka say Akufo-Addo ne last time when this report come, na sanko to me young baby, people should be jailed for misbehaving. That's what we say. I'm not try. I can't object the 1 million.
Continuation of the wastage, continuation of still the lapses in the system,
and
continuation of the old things. Oh, it said the I was listening to somebody who said in Ghana, oh, what the time general they say you knew the bibasa. Now what can it say?
Interestingly, you know, I may have many say a year west. Opome my year. Maybe we can sit down with Legon. Ya me now say about 10 people will do the same thing. You're punishing me and I deterring enough say opo wait child where they mean you akwebi koye bi okroma ni ade ye no but here dey na dey ebe say eh na say opo ni we minim so munya na mu child olegon e dey na opo etimi sit down na we ontumi sit down because on yes smart omunya headmaster we on fancy we were St. Augustine's e dey na fancy dey na etumi ko sit down wa Accra na what is St. Augustine's we nike kos wawo Hamlet put him. And that is the idea we are carrying through because we don't punish for any wrong in the country. And this is a basis. Say, I have research, extensive research. By law, they are mandated to be given the documents. So
you proposing solutions for us to keep this problem. One, also we should be punishing people.
Yeah, there should be rewards and punishment.
Okay.
Say, Pakonia Bonia and punishing.
Oh yeah, they are Monabaso.
Oh yeah, they are Monabaso. They are good people.
So rewards and punishment.
Exactly. There should be rewards too. Teachers awards. National Farmers Day near the end. When people are doing well, and you don't get so biya bonenti. Me any money, threatening people. No,
now we are looking at the negative.
Exactly. And two whole governments accountable by their own marking scheme. Terms of reference. You see, when people get desperate and they want power, they make a lot of lofty promises. May you say. You read them and you are like, we are realistic. The dead. Once they get the power, make time water credit. The take credit for the beer may fight it until you better to abandon normally. Money they be go run about to somebody interchange water credit. Just after they won, they've taken the machines away. What the credit one? You not talk about it. Machines, you ask them that. Moka say maybe 24 months. But Dr. Bamuba, we have a trust sword say you started 3-4 months down the line. What is going to the time we will bring with them a born tipper track we see one when him say when we groundwork. Why do you do it? So Adanko that do attitude never gonna too much that and this is remember the same Okada the same thing Okada now we punish you remember the people themselves need a renewal of mind. That's Sisiano, Minko school cry, me trouble no so be nyama for we ama me. Until by the time me ko trouble biom, was he able to do these 4 things for me? Obi on the priority. Nyama be no okwa be infrastructure, education, economics, health ni ade. There are sessions. Into obi na be on the priority wo. Maybe me need education problem, but me mba be hospital na medwe ho. Then you enumerate them say some reasons we na me kwa to aba no. Akufo-Addo kai so be say we tumi aye. Why say nipa all Bible sign people remember another mandate. We need to do those things and stop that tomfoolery. Me dem NDC ni, me dem NPP ni, ni ebeko bia no me party, me matwa ma NDC for 24 years. You see when you do that then you let them take you for granted. People take you for a ride. You better say stage where everybody says hey, Abeku Santana does not deserve to have a position. Why? Because woman we are seeing in Ampo NDC. Is that what you are breeding? Can't you mean breeding? Do baby said Sisiano obo onma or a Democrat but catch yourself for some rights Ghana gay when to Republicans because it's issues based obi onma or because me a Christian into be also say so but me a Democrat it is there. I was telling you a metropole like that or we are strong Democrats but catch them say because of the LGBTQ they were Akufo-Addo it on 2 more obi onma I mean me quite sorry into me Trump but me so you see, we should get to that level. Maybe you said that's the first step. The leadership and our binding take us for granted because they know we have entrenched minds. We don't have an open-mindedness. I'm voting based on these ones. No, I'm say we educated and I don't vote not because I can't vote, because I get disappointed when people don't do those things. When people, at the end of the day, you vote for a party for a particular reason. say at least ABC the best son. Some mistakes will no be here. Into also bar. I always tell you that Ghana they obia improve Ghana. Obetima boy this if we but there's a reason they did terminal 3. Oh to Chroma now corner of terminal 3. Oh Charlie, Ghana there, it's a beautiful place. Me call for airport bia. It can stand up to Logan Airport. Say terminal 3 cheng say Logan cheng guy one terminal 3 and say wabru chintia. Not a terminal 3 so very way. Obiso catch us a free SHS. Nina no baby pa mo friend say me school fees and Emre they didn't even call for besides or moko school dada. You see obia yen as family there. We will not say that nothing is being done, but the rates at which wastage is being done in the system now, successive governments are not building institutions. Fight your mono. That is the bad news. And why get a bit worried because she said yes 20 billion. If nothing happens, I can confidently tell you that next year you have 21 billion. Next year, we got 22 billion because when there are 10 people, one does it and he doesn't get punished. The other 10 will try doing the same thing because they know very well that the business at the end of the day, we should sit. Many be at on work chairman that say, well, no, our soldier, he had a chance to also be from no more chase Canada or so on yet. The number for yes, I didn't see some be a retire with Sika or come to say, but we told you that we should go and you said no. Now look at us and look at you. Them say he has regrets. Also, no, he has no regrets because at the end of the day, his integrity is intact. When you say BBY, no effort no deny. But Ghana is different. Say, Opowoti office no BBY say Italian quite sad. No men, they will do it. Have the money, have properties. Macro culture so ye jano. We wouldn't say papa na we in the boss in the boss na share away. You begin to have those things, and you are like, why wouldn't you do it? We back with your MP. Oh yeah, na another they show you MP there say obo go from beba beji school every morning on beba mam koko sika mam say also salary maybe it is just 10,000 Ghana cedis within every month and one of the ko be ko me say then this will also want man what's our minister there what say the people themselves and also mount a lot of pressure but when him say you are not ready to succumb you don't even go near some of these positions to yet the end of the everybody but and can start with leadership and kameni beje that they've started making sure that more did some money there jelly some of them are and people say you are very serious over people who should fight corruption empower them guide them give them the power to do some of these things it will go against you you rather sack them you are sacking them
I was saying
you sack your fighting corruption who can't hear jemu 2-3 months down the line, nobody will talk about Dom level again. It's a turn of the past. Now, Kofona Dom level fighting, you have more positions. You increase your position for now. Says it's a post from Ukraine, show. Senior advisors, senior there. But these are same people who have been investigated for some things they've done. And so, Ghana and say, when you are in power, Obianka Wasem, you try them and you'll be sad. Sad echo. Men can you not you declare no MPP when the government is in power na critiquing why that's not what we want.
Yeah papa be say or chip in something na mama faro yenya be phone lines at for mo fanche na hello
yeah
me ba cho hwene
I'm from Ben.
Bacho Ben move away from radio no ho kakra ma me na.
Bacho me free ho.
Me bacho also pese umeki input bi nke yenya me phone lines but bacho find our program yen nyina dey antima yentio.
Me bacho. Once Ghana for yesu penyin bi da no ka se o sesen bibia. We ankasa na sorry tia. Shefitimba kufu ba ya besisa currency dada no
yeah
Ghana cedis no only just you use old currency in your business
old currency in your business
so over currency dia 100 Ghana cedis no obaka to say 1 million
no currency kadada nim yeah
no currency kadada nim see people don't want to change. And it's difficult. Just the people who should make the law, who should insist, na okachire m say ohia 2 million na me kachire m say 2 million so okay 2 million e sika kakra enti me now 2 million enti so enti me anka no me sika papa no mo aye kana me sika no ma no emi na ama akaya ho no Sara abanti asemo kan say GPS aye
yeah
people wouldn't even mind to say you want to use it. I say, nobody cares to use it. And then you can say, no, Massachusetts highways, almost the same from old highway number, you know. We more uptake the other states now. Exit, no mileage, I could do exit, no. Some mileage, you know, the exit, no. When we say difference, because the exit
but open me misa say the o kan wo ho sika dada no bare no kra de ya na me fe senka sika no nsesan de enye problem kese because ebi o ha
I'm not talking about the sika na
na ka me bisa na ka me kan bisi asem so bisa question say you are talking about how much sesan highway number no ne ade no any Ghana GPS system you were making a point say ebi o ho ade ne wo ho bad Ghana for no nyisu. I have a couple of people they use the thing and a yira o nipa bebre wo Ghana mo was our experiences unyi ni say yenso ye mpanimfo no perfection and your trademark omo nya ade enye ne ye wie
e no ya adwene wo because sabe yes Massachusetts na so problem ba ho a ye wo be a ye report ko
exactly
that uko Ghana ye ni obi a ye report man say bia say na problem tie and na ya ka guntrama mu ya no mean so ya
yeah
it doesn't help. Yeah, now we don't want to. Let me say, they abide by the laws of this place.
Yeah.
And when they get to Ghana, they forget that the laws that was beautiful here that they use, they are not able to implement it in their own house.
Yeah.
Yep. No, you are not a machine. How do we go forward? Because other men Juma late, and I say other by Juma no bet no. That is what they want. Now I'm not surprised that the phone can say Ghana for a woman would be our say OG be a 400 Ghana cities, and I said you send from 500 Ghana cities. Now let's see about Sudia or a control.
Yeah.
Because that is what is going on, and people don't want to change from it. Yeah, laws are the implementations after what said the could be a Juma one and was so computers now logging in say what the Juma. Let's let time I would logging in now. Juma me ya. So Uber Juma now logging 15 minutes late. You will see a tissue account. So why can't we do it somewhere to bring discipline to us?
That is the multi-billion-dollar question. I don't know able when yeah that sounds what do I because now you can say Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia she Ghana for you now but say you better digitize Ghana. Ajuma semni bibia to get away with ghost names and then the any is here before you joined us. Auditor General reported by Sikayira see ghost names in Kwan 66 million Ghana cedis paid to people omuni payroll so why can we have a system?
Politicians mankasano they are cult group who support themselves. When we politician
double NDC
for Najine and Mawamono, they are punishing.
Yeah.
Akufo-Addo buy and it has the now you see when this
you are right.
The one court is what you the 10 years near the and the law is too slow. America law is slow. America law bang and slow. Justice is slow. Near to one year, there are excuses. Near to one of the now, only if he said, we are man penny and also a minister who walk on who look up ye and was so. And that's it.
Opening Benjamin. Yes, you're the CP. Thank you very much. I Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo. Your phone lines, no, but yeah, Papa, your discussions ne touching, so he wanted to join. Now, Yemfa Kofi-Addo teaser we inform.
Look here, my friend. Our problem is our leaders. You remember our great-great-grandmother? Yeah, Santwa. Did she depend on World Bank? Did she depend on Abrofo? She didn't. Right? And you change. Oduman Kumar Chodion Pong, Woso, Otutu Tata, you know, Baba Bibi Baba. You don't stand up for your rights. Democracy means if you do not criticize your condition, you understand, you're a traitor to the nation. Go see the council. Go see the people they got there. Dr. Kwame Naminimshi, he's there. Professor Dr. Mwasam Kwana Mishai, he's there. Dr. Professor Emeritus Kitwabiana Miredi, he's there. Nana Kuntumpo the first, he's there. You know, Evangelist, Bishop, Asori Sikakwana Miria, they are there. You know, they don't do nothing for you. We have no water. We have no light. Look, a small road they're building. They can't do it. From Accra to Kumasi should be a 4-lane highway. And I'll build it because I know how to build it.
Unity Radio, the voice of the people.
We are the voice of the people, the voice of the voiceless. You are still cruising on our publishing on Unity Radio 103.9. Marucho, Papa Benjamin, augmenting discussions.
The same.
Yeah, Bausha, politicians no wa obeba one joining on you ama.
Yeah.
Enuna emano eno hwe Kofi-Addo teaser na. Eno no ye Professor Doctor eno ye Professor Doctor Kitwe bia na hwehwe di. To kwa no aton conscience. Se wo ka se onye Kitwe bia na wo hwehwe di nti wo nton conscience a na chese ya sideline no. Ena nana nkontompo de fe.
Yeah.
Kofi-Addo teaser.
And yeah, me kind of simple say I say we do France now they are all matching left. Now we come match right you are the odd one out because it's highly synchronized and they are happy. Obi a chobia.
Mami miss out this question too. What can our education also do to reform Ghana, the sector, especially the young and upcoming people? How patriotism ye from KG.
Yeah.
Yeah, the omine who do show akumam every kindergarten. And then Ghana Education Service. You bet to me to because as I say you normalize corruption in Ghana.
Oh yes.
Right from school, obi nsuya there ordinary to grades at tertiary institutions.
Yeah.
Even SS. So
even actors who cry and not taping in them, most of them rose to fame by selling themselves for leading roles. So not because of their talent. I know they made say on the nya buy some. But like from general say be in Ghana.
Private sector crowd there. I know they say who call you movie near say and you be nice and why you rule now. I know they say wow. But I'm talking about say a buying civil service no anything governance. So education sector. How can we make sure say a mabunu no nkwala na eba because it will be the message be by na me ra ho Facebook. Or say my has me who's messages no dos but I just wanted to single out that one. Now bisa say yakwa could do 21st century. Na Ghana yentumi cleaning up your system my name so yes I can how I say Stephen Owusu say can we have a system that can take care of these ghost names this 21st century Chiakai.
Stephen Owusu is in Canada.
Yeah.
Oh
what's your shit baby we say call you sorry I say yenyi lesbianism ni gayism too because you are 21st century. Yetimi who say 21st century. But ghost names ishasi na no ya kwala eno nyinia be ya brewa president come president go they all come they make huge promises they do nothing about it. Okay, can say 21st century
and rocket science
and rocket science
I mean get a system.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia promised that say Ghana is going digital. That was his promise.
Yeah.
Ghana is going digital to avoid ghost names. Ne chrono board auditor general nema ebaya chrono bebrebe
porter.
Osi yeah port nyina muka so medic
last commission.
Akosi saying all they have done is say we to me online check say we the V number shema ye bebo okase and so sika na Udos why you be some more ton cast no more the casco. Adia na obe check kura no beko do ho no. Enye sa na otua.
Okoji passport cry beka you say
online.
So
what is our problem? And then
no, but I mean it's
as I want here
just like you said, school near the nya ye ko school police aye na assassin ni ade mpo na ye to. You see, you should teach the kids their rights, their responsibilities. They don't even do those things. In principle, they don't even know their rights. They don't know their responsibilities. They don't know what to think and stuff like that. So I think it's a whole total overhaul. Yeah. Say at least I agree. Our school systems
our school systems.
And I brought the private sector because schools in Caribbean by private.
And I call it being a free. And I say Kalusha. Now we can say first pano na Ghana for you wo domo mine chende.
Oh yes.
Na mo kan ye ko school ni atonyom o mai beye yo. So my beye ya if your man for no quaridi no me kai say those times ye to sa nyum
ni school ye na assassin cry.
Na ye ko
and kwala nim to.
Na ye ko minim to.
No kwala mi chese na ye na assassin free mamu on to me
to schools e ko competition cultural way no you was shut down na because na you were experimental na you pitch against Roma just say me kai say those days I just experimental so na you pitch school against school competition here you be film na you say those things brought patriotism love for the country. No, but the next a new view.
For me, if you bring it back and still leadership do not exhibit those qualities, now people will still
say start baby
because to know somebody is a politician.
Because the next generation, if we can change this, generation, we have to start building another generation that can transform Ghana.
Let's hope. I can say let's hope because sometimes, as much as from the grassroots, we need to talk about it. Obinin Adam for no quite politician. I would need some 2-3 years. We see the properties that they flaunt around. In terms of Obiaju and a civil servant, I need to equally compete.
It's been happening, but my point is, Manu, what can we do? Because we can't just be saying it every day without, propelling some solutions. I
think I've always preferred solutions.
No, and I make say.
Yeah, you prefer solutions, but up to listening because I think we go back. That because in the sense that the leadership should help us. Report Abba. This a comprehensive report which was done. Omoji document if those companies no more audit anyone said this is happening. Why don't you call them to answer?
20 billion Ghana cedis.
So what you can do is they calling them. A man is innocent until proven guilty. These are as some laptops. The laptops are not there. So what happened? Obanwan can answer some answer.
And we in his own laptop no. Yeah. Or when scarcely any demand laptop saying out to laptops no. Yeah. If you can answer, then you face the law. Exactly. And answer who a Japadia you quantify ne say a ton Japadia ne a ton near the ati.
So asking what can we do? No? I don't think
a simple ground.
Doing this will mean young common kwalanye way because
no, can long term.
Yeah, it's good. Agree that patriotism
medium long.
Any UK in honum you belong to the queen. Your parents are just guardians for you. Say. Na ya conscientize we are kwalaya ode. Unyin we na akacha obanso. Na just say the system is always going that way. The way you na just say when you leader there, you always blame the leaders. Who could do one man then they reverse you. Now, if they are not bull leader, but we be leader no bull na yo. I say, remember that time, my class leader can say member sorry. Who am I to say member na mo bibi? But me make that say my friend me could say be near there. So I think that for mandate when they should help us. They should be the first line of help. Someone we should have our own systems of putting them on or putting them off. But see, you just be joking. You just be joking. As much as you want things to improve. Leadership should be of help to us, and people should also help us to it.
Okay, Unity Radio 1039. Manucho Magandi Gaucho Margarita.
I come say maybe the solutions in their profile. Ghana for it. Oh yes.
Now Manu, as I mean, related.
Exactly.
So there be a cry. Sorry, who said that the Akasu Ghana we are launching internet satellite. Nti betena abo abaso o man no ye boka 20 billion. Our auditor general report to about me recoup 5 million currently about aban abaso. All the stories you hear, all the stories you get.
Down wait for Rasta friend down pressing stories. Whom shefum. they don't get you elated. That in this age of internet, it says Stephen Owusu-Kaina, in this moment of internet age, why should there be ghost names? And your central server, Ninano, Wokoswa, you can say, I'll be a friend BIM, integrated design by management. Yeah, drawing crampa, yeah, the good system, so you can pull the drawing and work with it. That is the level they are going. But here they're just ordinary names. Edinkeke na nipa no be show am I edin no nikrapa akoye a bigger issue that you don't have systems so that ghost name will be a thing of the past. That GRIDCo menim say GRIDCo workers say the whole Ghana nyina money we mu efim we wom we call online na obetumi abo nipa kroni di no say is here. Last time madam for be ade be chem say kroma say obia wo boni din ko Google crapa obenya information kakra. Once a while baby need the official name there obenya oh is this is no why is this that is the level Boniedu. Say, I mean, certain things should not be too difficult to know that this person is here in the system. You car because your age of VRA or your age of SNET or your age of say, should there be a woman saying back if it's SNET or VRA? Now for 2 months, he's still taking salary as SNET. Who does that?
Kalusha Kwaba. Na PM saying I am Mount security for them file because suspension is too much. Suspension. Monday and I'm your dentist appointment. Enra, no call, no show, and never be do her 12 o'clock.
Na me fejuma me ko ejuma de
na da ogun timi nkasa
me ko ejuma ne
obetimi extend o mic na was spring was roho timi twim no apeja kosoro na dey beto nkan
me ko ejuma ne
lift the spring up o lifting up na akwaba
yenia
bibi aboko kalu ayanhwa quickly na nkoma ayedi no de kakra de ka ho emza wote auditor general is ghost names say didi nhihye mu ani saa.
Yes, Papa. Ghana 70. Okay, so
now say you metra han kan Egypt in some.
Okay, so you pressure amount. Oh, now say the Biara make say. The other ministers for no. You bo mechi, but
where are civil service?
Maybe a pro and what pa nesa director for the CEO for. Opo, omno mu queen.
Na so mo so mo hihye ministers na say.
Na make say e ho no. So ghost name the minister there. Wo director una operation so that say una because e dey no nipa see do see and ba bench why be behavior na answer na the minister no na minister for no so omutumi ministers no omutumi do
due diligence na boy can
about whatever comes from there you know me ba say bi omo so munya bidi don ba na tre omo de omo ko baby fanfare or why about minister adwuma na nka say o mbe tran ase de o moto trans say we dey me check say drobosu early nipa send o ho besoro teacher for send o ho okọ other institutional company government companies na ska send o ho opo say sa due diligence na mba na de bia no because Ghana need the opportunity. Maybe I Ghana no say Ghana near any opportunity because the system does not work. Whether the system do not work, it's no opportunity na be no grab no or from the because the other system they say no loopholes need torsion. So that say say you see loophole no na nipa na hu say sa no ma echi ma no man kasa omba o e no na nanom e na da achom bebre because so almost o manya position o omu discount just like that too. But omo kai hu say pompom benefits pompom and enti oda
from yes you atwini obetra biche from
to oda from na enti oda no omo say so manya ministers wa ho na omo ma no na kan so mo ba ba wo omo na nanom no omo ba omo nya position no obi so ba betra so de omo de ye no ebia no so ba be
na oga de omo de ye no omo lay foundation mo omo na nanom no omo fa asem ya de
opo say we are down at the sky we are on and twin try you sin choma kumako
wadwe no
all the man as ministers bebre akwa transfer and directors will be akwa transfer bebre almost can one fan kwhwe mo yare sika no mu wi no later on dey no kra bo no dey ahwe yare na nipa dey hwe no yare dey dey onya bi dey akwa to manema
Manu yes you move on to your next topic na yan share and I can't and some for them, you know, now your phone lines now my callers nabem. But my anchor team for say Jumedi na Manu community radio so Ghana. And in crew 12 say Ochil crew, Miami crew, Kokobra, a chance a Dako Jache, Kotoko training grounds, and then minimum the jam rabbe Frani and Kotoko training. Akoko among Mamuamo a chance. echem pakuso aprade na watesi fumeso kwamo krapa ejuso abankru asamai areas we united jumedi no life na yefi auditor general report no so na yaba behwe joy say NDC MPs na parliament no omo intumi kasan challenge na nado because double salary buy no they are not a bargain until they are doing the bidding of Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo. Either than that, and the type of parliament I want, and can say Ghana, it's me jine pa, but double salary no, yeah they are quam. Now Jacob Osei Joy, a politician who contested as an independent candidate for Ghana's presidential elections in 2012 and 2016, has said that happenings in parliament currently is due to the fact that the president is holding the balls. So in balls, yeah, as will be I say Nanadu Kramo balls, almost sure. The president is holding the balls of key NDC MPs cited for taking double salaries. Although Ghanaians are expected that the NDC MPs will not allow business as usual in the 8th parliament, that seemed not to be the case, as the majority in parliament seem to have their way with everything that passes through the house. Now, reacting to this, Jacob Osei has noted that the Ghana president keeps squeezing the balls of these corrupt NDC members of parliament in order to get his policies, programs thoroughly easily while the party's membership suffer.
Yeah, I think that I am that's where we really saw it thoroughly.
Now, my main for into John and link it to story no. Ura friend is okuja to ablakwa. Or say parliament subcommittees no. Nya dia ba kokra opeso kobi mo resign. Or say he's not going to be na. A man for say it's an indication of how weak Haruna Idrisu the leadership in parliament has become. Another story, Asiedu Nketia say omo babe reconstitute omo leadership in parliament. In 2007 na ACCC ne there joy kana. Now it say it's more or less getting some connection, and you can make easy
deductions to it.
Yeah.
Because in the first place, we know you see, how do you see, being the double salary, I think that the way I send the page and people are still not enthused. Because the truth was
that for Ablakwa to resign from the appointment committee, then the matters are really deep.
Yes. I think
in my opinion, Okujeto Ablakwa wants to incite the NDC grassroots against Haruna Idrisu and co.
Yeah, they all have point. That's the beauty of democracy.
So Ghana Bill Gates or say, thank you, Honorable Okujeto Ablakwa, for choosing to protect your integrity and standing up for the grassroots of the party. Instead of your own personal parochial interest, you will go far. God bless you, sir. As for the rest, their cup will soon be full. Ablakwa's resignation from the appointment committee indicates the destructive force wave hovering over the NDC. Okujeto Ablakwa, they work the presidential ambition with these antics. Enti Obiye Canadian. Okobisi Joseph Mirikosi, Okujeto Ablakwa's political IQ is at all-time high. So people are like kind of
that's the beauty of democracy. That's the beauty of democracy.
Bakude was say Okujeto Ablakwa a traitor.
Yeah, they
join the chorus.
Divergent views. But starting from when Joy then Jacob Osei then,
yeah,
I was sing that song with him that the way
Nanado squeezy NDC leadership no almost sure.
Yeah.
Until the policy banner say ube rezi alarm ya no squeeze you sure no.
Yeah.
Now what I say double salary assembly shaho.
Because it didn't come to its logical conclusion, because the way I page I said 2017, so Mwaji, people who were ministers and MPs gave 2 accounts at the Sika film or Jessica, because Ghana is linked. Since MP to maybe 15,000. Oh yeah, minister can one now call back plus 7,000. Oh, they are 22,000 there. That is what I know was the standard. Baby no J 15. I said 10,000 as an MP. 15,000 as a minister, which was so much.
No,
so not right.
15 as MP 25,000 more.
Exactly.
If you become a minister.
Inti omoje is two separate way. So inti ebeko 35,000, which was so bad, which the reality was so bad, and MPP made a lot of ways with it, but it looks like it died a certain death because then this was no more resistance no credit, but you couple say
it's not only even Mahama Bresun and this idea koya back to say Kofone Rollins and Bresun and the Bimushimo
omojeje double. Yeah, Yan say we didn't know and I say, but the issue has gotten to this point. Jacob say Boaka say yenya sa 8 parliament. A lot of people were happy saying hang parliament,
especially yourself.
Into issues bar, yes, issues bar. It will be digested to the core. But say fighting for the speaker now, NDC look like they gave a lot of wave, you know. Nyake nyina had a smooth passage, and sometimes I was surprised because I said that if you studio and catch him say oh ya pass away no budget no. Then we went deep into it. I coincidentally, no, NDC MPP 137, no, in NDC for no 3 of them didn't come. Metie some George Monaka say, maybe COVID, they some were sick, they couldn't be there. But that's an interesting one. But then you to abandon the almost 20 the mutumiko. Then comes to the next major one had to do with a person of a minister selection. It was expected that betting committee, no, it will have the person of the ministers and to have some bit of they will be scrutinized to the core. I think the parliamentary select appointment committee did their own job, brought some to the floor, but I should send their corner. People felt that, but hey, I said that I send their corner. In principle, there's some of them are friends and they don't vote beyond, they vote beyond party lines, which shouldn't have been the case. You should look at the policies and the person. But NDC for no, what share they were calling now? Most of them voted on those friendship lines near there. I think and Sami Jemfia to make those huge statements. I bet we felt that it's too exuberant. He's hot-headed. He needs to slow down. There can be various ways to address some of these things than going to write a 2-page letter in the social media vilifying or spiting your leadership. We didn't look too good. Yebedu stage where Okujetua Blakwa, who is one of the prominent men, 4 years ago, he was on the appointment committee. Then this time around, he's been there. There's been a lot of talk that some people are not happy what's happened there. I will not be surprised what broke the camel's back had to do with Ofori-Atta way nomination here, appointment here. That is where it has its own issues, where I think it's a bit of a problem. Why will you, after all the noise that's in your the man passes through? I think it has been one of the easiest, quickest appointment. Ofori-Atta there, people grassroots in complaining they had issues, men's gold, PDS, Japa, everything. He was there, no? And the people expected that NDC MPs would do them that honor by making scrutinizing the man, but they didn't put
which is one of the reasons
because to say by consensus, it means that they didn't put the fukra chain. How I come see could job on Chroma Modeno. Say, yeah, Kappa, the Ankono and Kowe issues, 3 of them being major. Men's Gold Fund are not happy. Bank sector cleanup, PDS, Japa, some of these scandals, which are still hanging over our neck, then consensus. So, one, I know you're arguing, but Metwamo, you can consensus, I just say, yeah, Jatum say, they're dissenting views, but we've all agreed that CNS echo. And I don't think it's anybody who agrees to that one because you have been put there to be the watch tower and a watchdog. Because then you're to be in appointment committee, so you as a member of the appointment committee. So I think it's right to really do that. But NDC for now they have to be careful because Jacob said boy even had to relate it to kidney. And for some of us, when these things are mentioned, you know how it resonates with that. At Tamil you lost 1 kidney. John Mahama so
or related to kidneys,
like kidney, the NDC situation as a disease.
Yeah.
Well, what can find the last 2 in paragraphs now?
Joy, dear American.
Okay. Joy in American. Say, I said you say related.
Okay, Mamin Kai Okujetua Blakwa letter. Honorable Samuel Okujetua Blakwa, Member of Parliament for North Tongut constituency. Right Honorable Abambaben Sumana Kingsford, Speaker of Parliament, Parliament House. Mr. Speaker, resignation from the Appointments Committee. I humbly present comradely for Canberra for felicitations. This is to formally convey my decision to discontinue my membership of the Appointments Committee after days of careful reflection and thoughtful considerations. I shall like to state that The reasons for this difficult decision are both personal and on principle. Respectfully, do take note that my resignation is with immediate effect, and therefore I shall not be available for the vetting of nominees for deputy ministerial positions. May I extend to you, leadership of the House, the committee of the selection, and leadership of the great National Democratic Congress, my sincere gratitude for the opportunity to serve as a member of the appointment committee in the 6th, 7th, and 8th Parliament of the Republic of Ghana. Kindly accept, Right Honorable, the assurances of my highest esteem. Yours sincerely, signed, Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, MP. Into principle and personal reasons,
which he did not state. Now, I'll send letter to one, the speaker.
Yes, Speaker of Parliament. Yeah,
it's an interesting one. I was thinking that, and the church said maybe there's a problem. Some of us who believe in.
I see the reasons are both personal and on principle.
Yes, and
maybe a because principle are just straightforward. And then maybe a way of thinking, no integrity.
Exactly.
Yes. You don't feel right as a person to be involved.
And I think that it would have been good if they had discussed it at party level. No more, like I said, they are replacing him. But for him to write to the speaker direct, and it tells you that maybe there are lots of untoward stuff and they need
and John Asiedu Nketia also say they will reconstitute the leadership.
The leadership of the party. It's just like I said. Jacob and some of these happenings, you add them together, it looks like with Tuamofo said they might not agree, but it looks like they're having a weak front. They need to be careful because I've seen a tougher bills in Beba. And this time around, you've been crying that they bullied you, make 14th February. Then they decided to pass Omoko pass away, no. Omoko pass when at this point in time, you know, if they decided in principle said they want to change the leadership, I think they've thought deep about it. And we share Nyama enumerate, it will be in their own interest. It will be in their own interest that I personally have told you some off camera that I think it's time they really change. Because you are in opposition, you need a vibrant. It looks like Osei Chairman Sabon's his name is mentioned more than Haruna Idrisu together with Muntaka. We saw how they were.
Does the name matter?
It's matter when name is mentioned. Issues bar how you address them. What are your thoughts on them? Haruna I've not been hearing him personally.
Is it not because of confrontations between the speaker and majority?
No, not this. I want to make sure that it has been in the past. Some of the issues. I mean, Wednesday plan there, I wanted to what Muntakamoni there, what NDC people felt, what they said on it.
So you are also of the view.
I'm of the view
leadership new week.
2 week. The NDC leadership they sitting there now. No, I don't think that they are really doing the job that they are supposed to do as opposition. So hang parliamentary. Tell me one thing I go through. Say they fighting through tooth and nail to win the speakership. No, and then Biomna NDC has been there. They've really won or they've had their wishes met. KKK now go through. KKK no person. It's appointment committee at no march pass. Serve for 3 people. They've done a lot of things that they don't deserve to be ministers. They walk through it, and the most make sure say. Ofori-Atta look like you people, you don't even noise. After all the noise,
Nanado has thanked
all the noise.
Nanado has thanked Parliament for approving Ofori-Atta.
After all the noise, consensus. Truly consensus. They were dissenting, but they agreed. So what they one people are then you come to hear their General Secretary also spewing a lot of bad words into the atmosphere, polluting the whole atmosphere. I don't know whether you want to hold it as a major topic, but for Okudzeto Ablakwa, he said personal reasons and principle. We can only read meanings into it that something is happening in there that is not happening.
There is a story on Ghana Web say Ofori-Atta's approval and our causes cracks in NDC. I say Ofori-Atta's approval deepens cracks in NDC.
Yes,
it's one of the reasons maybe Intina Okudzeto Ablakwa are resigning. And
you'll not be far from wrong because media.
No, it's not me. It's a story on Ghana Web.
Oh yeah, but I can bring you the news already. Yeah. And I know them they cannot be. Okay, Mama can say they cannot be far from wrong. You're having a conversation about what you read to me.
Yeah.
That the noise I hear about Ofori-Atta and things that he is down. And this is why you are there. That when you have a chance to question him and make a decision on him, then it goes through just like lightning. And I believe that I mean, these leaders need to be careful. You don't need to be told. Some of us in America, things that we've been privy to, I think NDC, they will be better off changing their leadership in Parliament. If they want,
Thompson,
if they hold anything.
Executive Director of ASEPA. So
yeah, Mate.
Yeah, ASEPA no. I don't know kase their course is not right. I know I cause more cracks in NDC. And I'm for who says Samia Jemfin Sama or Shase kan na oka odidi leadership attempt no. Said NDC leadership na it say. So it all goes back to connect to joy as some say. As almost sure said
exactly. Yes, don't say they be speaking to party people and speaking to Ghanaians. Sometimes Ghana here makes it boom because asemna waka nana yedi ejuma yedi ejuma say na waka. Party people have wishes. Almost they see it as blue cry black, me green cry say. Okay. But we a leadership, you expect you to have that cool head. But for people to have agitations about these men, no more consensus. What really went into you deciding on consensus? I think Haruna Idrisu has also ascribed reasons why the man had to go through by consensus.
Okay.
We will go some other, and even he was implicated. And Yeshua OSP, no, Office of the Special Prosecutor, really special prosecutor, held Ofori-Atta to some ransoms.
Yeah.
Then he gets there and you let him walk through just like that. I think that Okujetabla had to do the honorable. Not to say they shouldn't pass the man, but the kind of resistance that was out there. And he not meeting them with people, gatekeepers. One mujina gates, we are bouncers, so we be room or the contraband goods be room. Not bakuli run we be amana. I think the people need a lot of their credibility examination.
They need credibility examination. Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo. I know another thing. Yeah, well, another issue. Pasa Manuchu and Kalusha Beshwa. Manu Dumso is back in Ghana. Adentia.
There are two sides.
Yenji and the GRIDCo for some kanindi say maintenance. Ujidi uwa nkasa personal convention. Ujidi say yesa. Na say maintenance aden no muntumi nyen hyehyeye say nti afibi on be maintenance bi ebe redum so mu ana. Is that what it means?
It's an interesting one. Speaking as an engineer, I wouldn't BS what my colleagues are saying. That Amofi say scheduled maintenance been somewhere. But
I say
I say maintenance schedule until April, June. It should be 3 months from now. So we are looking at April and June. April, May, June. April, May, June. So 3 months. They will be having some of these things. So in principle, I agree with them. But the other side of the story is that I don't believe, because this 21st century, that they need for better and modern methods. You see, when the vice president talks about digitization, modernization, you are going to use power to do some of these things. So at the end of the day, we call DBLR, everything should be computerized. We call Lands Commission, we call ports, then what? I don't know the power. But yes, I did when you say paperless, then what will be used in getting the system to run? Say, be a 37 DVLA you put the light of Sisiano, okay, Mokoto power plant in some basis, so full national boarding. Then what country you are now going to incur more debt? Because at the end of the day, if you still want the institutions to work, that means they have to go and buy power generators to come and power those places,
and that is going to cost
a lot more. In sub maintenance nowadays, sometimes we have to compare ourselves a little abroad. Fine, you say you be papa ni Jabonen. Okay, you fancy papa. One of the things are that there are other sources of energy or you see, and as you said, some of these things will happen.
You be papa ni Jabonen.
Oh, you take a say papa mu papa bit mamu say papa be say constant electricity say papa.
Yeah.
If you are LGBTQ, I say papa. And so say that is what people believe in Ghana. Some be BJB. I'm speaking for them, speaking directly to them that but I think keeping a constant electricity there, papa, which I think every Ghanaian wants to have it in Ghana. There constant electricity. So we ask ourselves that we are electrical engineers, we are mechanical engineers, we are civil engineers. What do these people do? Say Sikasema, I personally believe, as I sit here, that money is the issue. It has nothing to do with the machines. So machines can be obsolete, all right. Say you use your chair, but that is why even you have to be replacing them as and when they come. I don't think that you need to shut a whole country down and actually say put half of the power down before you can work on those machines for people to load shedding. You have to do load shedding before you can do maintenance. It's a lazy man's approach. as far as I'm concerned, speaking from an engineering point of view, because it can still be done. It can still be done without putting the lights off. A chrome has power consumption. Power consumption will chrome has I don't think Ghana, we are just 30 million, and we don't consume even 10% what is consumed in America. We are analysis, and then you don't even have the factories, the industries. You see a lot of power. I say, we make a company be a back now. They have their own 100 kVA transformer. Or more machines I can see. They have transformers attached to the job. It's just say, now amount of power more consumed. They can't even rely on normal grade. Say, low voltage light. They need high tension so that they step it down to use. Into shape amount of power more consumed with chromana. But still they're able to run all year round for the past. Their maintenances, I would not say that they're running and say that, but there will be an alternate source liner able to sell our power. These are the things we should be looking at, because we be on I said doom so will be a 10 of the past. Then what are you putting in place so that it doesn't happen? Rhetorics, words, jargons, brofakesiano, ye jai snogalneering. Slogan akesiye beyond Ghana, beyond aid, Vision 2020. Those things they don't help. It's on the drawing board. It's in the pipeline. They appear the same English in your use, but we don't work hard towards it. That 21st century, you want everything to go digital. Kwalakra is there online. Yet here, maybe Chrome say students, because of the COVID, people are doing online. I'm not one teacher to one. And all you need power to power some of these gadgets or more. You see, but in a Chrome about
internet to crowd light to do maneko.
Exactly. You will lose some of these things.
So we need lighter. You can't have Wi-Fi.
You can't even have the Wi-Fi. Sometimes I'm sure cell phones be crying engagement because the cell site, and MTN they are doing well. So at least
no cell phone the light cell phone be engagement, but you can't call any school no na make say.
Cell phone go dey be call because cell site say we omo fuel omo generator no. It is someone for generator.
And call any school no crowd can make be not even to power the gadget. But internet now
stable internet no more use
light to do Wi-Fi.
They might not off, they will not get the Wi-Fi at home. Okay, I get you now. Say Wi-Fi no munya. If your phone there, if you just use phone as a modem there, modem there near there. So 21st century, why should some of these things be happening? Wait to me holding elections na the more you read reports from the engineers, it started in November. I'm starting maintenance in November. So you are telling me that they need 6 months to do a shadow maintenance in say 2 years time, say baby you keep the country off.
And so there were reporter Peace FM for filing from across Ghana. Every region is crying. Every region is crying.
Of course,
and obi mo come say omo adwuma egu omo nyuma say obi a welder, obi a cold store, obi susu ton ice water.
I've been there before. That 3 years of Mahama time in Adum Soba, it was really hectic. People lost their businesses and people lost money. You couldn't even sleep in your room. Unfortunately, so you tried all the trees around us.
Ghana was
yes, no catch us. It's becoming too. And you see, when you come in Diano crowds around us, you're training in Upa Hasea, even in the cities, Obiti Bibia, in Diabeno, and away global warming, ozone layer, you need the trees. But you know, you try trees,
they're looking into that.
Beyond that,
basically,
also light power and paying sun a fan, and any businesses. Nina, of course, seamstress na no, sa manpower ninya, a tremoba, until they are using electric machines to do the sewing in there. Amunina, even Yanya brony adenia, they use power because there's a known to mentor until you walk on Yami bro for 4 machines near adenia. You see, so it's a big issue. As far as I'm concerned, we should put the government on its toes and sometimes stop this communication a way of making everything look subtle. Say BBI, a scheduled maintenance. Will you stomach the same scheduled maintenance about 3 years ago? The 4 years of Akufo-Addo there, it has been good. I wouldn't run away from it. I think from 2016 to 2020 there, in America, they did so well. But we were thinking that they will have foresight and improve on it for us to be happy. Unless they are telling me that I should do every 10 years. In every 10 years, we should expect it. And somebody catch us and cry road rather them. Because at the end of the day, Germany, Japan, why don't they have similar things? Now, some machines in say, what are you doing? Why don't you come out and tell Ghanaians the whole truth? then you live in a virtual world and be lying to the people. That we engineer of repute 15 years now. What one? You think that when there's a schedule maintenance, there should be load shedding. In this space of time, I'm sure you Akosombo we offering some effort. Then Okabuaze thermal plant in Adina. We are building on capacity because we wanted some of these things to be a thing of the past. But you see, an industries na munibi. Then I sit back and ask myself that industrialization drive na me preach what I say. How will it work? Because even industries coming to Ghana, they will still need power, and they can't carry power from Japan, USA, Germany, from Ghana. They come to rely on the power that we have there. And are we going to say that they should bring their own power plants on better fuel? Can we even buy the product? When the chrome or tidal energy or nuclear energy or hydro energy or thermal energy, wind energy, they have all of them here to make things cheaper for them. At Germany, do time in power, who you see lights in Ukraine, you're more negative because they produce so much that they can't even use them. It's beyond capacity. But yet it's one above capacity. We are not even kakrani on us. You are born by Opo. Me to my guys say me no tie. Me no go do me area. If you are boy say na street light is so. You don't even know where to go and put it up. Say solar crowd won. Nkofo point juma crowd. When I was in UK,
and Rami who say Kumasi YouTube so ade petition aba say enfie mirinu sese ni almost street light crown so yenya mom.
Baby so no so endum. You get to know some of these things. Offices, yeah, you need power baby.
Management basa.
Ofi office work on doom light no. Near me UK they uncommon doom the office we bet me about until they always keep their lights on. But in baby feed they put the light off in an office space. And you wanna we no authority. Well, you don't care. And come on, pomo shadow one even till peer after 2 minutes no doom because you don't need it. It's a problem with the sometimes you know. I see you. You are an intensive care unit. Nothing. Minimum idea ba kwa ejuma Ghana. Nam just say public toilet cry na ejuma say mba ma dia. But no cry na e kuro bi a and say they can use it together. And 2 hours say they don't do it. But everything else is running down, going in the downward spiral. That in this time and age, was second term after doing so well, Doomsaw is coming back. And you see some of these things because it's Mekabibi chairman will say I think that Mekabibi chairman will say if there's one thing that Ghana will be proud of or can sustain a Doomsaw story because it's highly political. Doomsaw light keeping stable power a very political in Ghana. What would be the agronomical opposition? And I think the government should put all its resources and giving Ghana a constant supply of energy. And to me, it is also going down the drain. Say till June, people should live with it. Say your sunlight and now say bedroom no, and they think it's a normal phenomenon. Nobody, what can I just say? You are talking too much. I don't know what you're about. Are you not sick? Sometimes, yeah. To be frank with you,
Kaluja. Opo, by Mike, no. When you saw a bread here, Yanko, doom so.
Yeah, Opo, medasi. Na me cheer for. Edamasi, edebia mutie. Opo, Ghana, I'm saying penny for almost shandy.
Almost shandy.
I don't
know
almost shandy. Hope you are shandy. No, would you improve? But almost shandy until every time be an normal.
Shandy improve.
No, why not?
Oh, teacher say. Person say
now child now man kwana there.
Enti just almost a night na almost B na just almost come.
You say hanti na ofika
so sa na dey ti.
Ya na be you want be nkoma dey jaye no. E ho na ye you say bibia. Na dey ba kwa ya ne say political parties ni na no. I say make friends say bia John Jinapo family. What I say?
John Jinapo as I say.
So enuafo ba ko NDC na ba ko MPP. Enti omo baba bontin abeka so moku bo mokoko mu dia enuafo
as India o chirem say the old tie na obubu be John Jinapo family
politicians na hu omo abontin say omo control radio so agugugu as omo ko no okwa abontin omo ye na fofo pa
nti ase kire ne say
enti ese omo ina enua ba ko na omo afa different names what I say enti omo adwena omo tirim dey say
do say bia Abu Jinapo John Jinapo sa na bezo kire
enti
omo ina last name ye Jinapo
omo ina say omo ina
Jinapo but we have Abu no we have John
omo ye enuafo omo ba abontin as omo ko bo omo kokoko mu a enuafo no na ye enua ne na ye bo adwuma sa na mehu politicians
nti na just o pa che say chiremu ye bra ordinary layman's level
atra me beza me chiremu say and this fa ba be ade no wa capitalize ade no e dey aye say o be ba and Doomsaw o ba wa ade now we are there no maintenance so the way forward. What I say, we are there now by 4 years in the way they do so nanko. They say they be na kwakusi. One, maintenance. Sa be a contract on sign. What was in the contract between NDC for and GRIDCo for as a GRIDCo for a for minimum MPP for queen contract mobile no mutumi a transit amendment because them biano almost no
now GRIDCo any PDS it was under whose regime
and NDC
NDC GRIDCo
NDC GRIDCo by and the PDS
and PDS Akufo-Addo PDS that's Akufo-Addo PDS check
GRIDCo no NDC and the buy so and what they buy and I say be a BB woman say a normal woman as office and koye mawa you just have to just sit down on telephone na my I didn't know could do they say almost say maintenance they say maybe mina baby na national grade free so what I say
Kasa
2006 with the intention to develop and promoting competition for time
okay now by a national grade form why what I say
but GRIDCo for some in UK say BB British company
Ghana no be omo fion ba GRIDCo ne the Ghana Great Company Limited
and by say Britain for
subsidiary yes
Britain for company
national grade form was you know my ya didn't computerize a you or as see a chroma say in am who stand are they computerize you into omo hona so mu say there's a fault in their system no a showcase say there's a fault wa maybe by me and baby na electricity a bi o opo one park o ka mienu and on more kwase I what was going on
me ba mamen kan GRIDCo for krata bi the buy on the power shortage but Manujo himself let away so ba Bontain March 7th total power outage in the country yeah and only a time Ghana in a Dumian.
Yes.
So that was the beginning of
the story.
The things to come. From March na I'm sad you know. I started say Joe Munsem because he had the car. Kalushi to us.
See, omo ba you know. Omo ya de na. So I don't know more you know. Say I create the car parts and made make us oh yeah, oh, there's something over here. Or maybe kind of can want some conscientize you say, I didn't intensity, but where dear, ever be see until a crow I Ghana and better 10 million. No maintenance, this is take 3 years. 3 months. 3 months and said me the maintenance. The
question is it true? Who did it? Because and I say Omodeka more ultimatum GRIDCo for 2 weeks. So mo ametua o no kra no ma ya adwuma nkofo nso mo ba betutu nioma na o mo de aye yi nyina.
Probably possible. Now I'm saying you know e ba ya Ghana for no you to be fair
politically correct.
Incorrect. And
correct.
Correct.
Sad na nya correct kra na ya correct. You can dey beto aso be dey kama.
And then ko be fair check ko say e dey can na dey pa na say maintenance no be no. Omo nye na the
no problem in this so who Kalusha na oda de na no a na we GRIDCo boss cry na say car na ya catch us say kasa we maintenance into ko kasa car aban no say kasa maintenance minister for energy na ko kasa car the next thing we go now letter the office twen
opo those position no yeah interview mu ya appoint you mu
ya no make a chobe ko now letter the house
ya appoint you no do as the master says.
Exactly
they don't do
point.
what the master is wanted to do. Yeah,
we won't
conviction and a so Ghana for the leadership position in big companies. Come on, the more convention and can you say well you are appointing political power no near the Akotua until they are all doing the thing in favor of the party.
Yeah,
because someone yet that's what something otherwise, no, but the almost opposition. My sense is to say Ghana politicians and political parties, no, winning elections anywhere. What they are thinking about is not about the economy to develop. What they are thinking about is the re-elections. And the idea say, I know, but I say bad against you, some power, be must be that is what they are thinking about now. So I say, na ye na come met me shine as no can say ye chiri me ye di o ma bro ye chirima ye sell more. Ye chirima I hear that and no man koyo. But they don't think about it. No fi say ono dey say onye be edin funya. Na sa national resources na say we endow so many natural resources ye Ghana dey no man. Ni na omutu no be member count. That emetu amanasa. And almost son, you give yourself about 50 years from now. What are they doing to our no more dear or a chibano? And your poor members and go be and some fat in the chibium. No, go say, as someone can say, and the crap pass maintenance and then at the corner. Salatica, you know,
I'm fun to say maintenance cranny beya. Ghana, baby, I drew. Ghana, near country. Now, Togo need be the message by Manucho Kanye. Or say, or a shock to say, Ghana, Togo supply or more power, more light to them, not the BIA light to them.
Yeah. Like Ghana supply Togo. Yeah, but
Omudinum, and so the BIA light to do.
Yeah, it's a lot of news. So I do baby, I won't say pact. Pact here no more sign, no. It may be problem, maybe a name yet from Akosombo. You see, we had a tour there. Any who say lines and everyone say yes, we go western, we go eastern, we go.
Asantefo baby say enama eme ya.
How do you sell to the outside world?
If produce ya there nya citizens and you may say cost of food come we for come. It's a yen to produce enough for ourselves. 30 dia na ye no so. And na ma Togo ni say Cote d'Ivoire ni ade nya say mo movie. But say if things have changed, your population size grow. Na say Ghana no ntimi nya stable electricity. How then do we give to Togo and give them stable power? Na yen di dundum.
Ni hwe ade. What I say ni hwe. And now, say you be should
it's true. Yes, sell your power. Yes, for the power to Benin and Togo.
Yeah, na gaza meboa. Togo ni bi ana person nya. Togo ni bi na dey buy or see how come ono shocked say Ghanaians are crying over power shedding. But how come Ghana supplies Togo and their lights never go off, but we are always crying of power outage and
say they won't say I'm saying from Akuse, bon Akuse we transfer.
So you are supplying Togo light for Togo's country to develop the businesses in Koso, ne small scale, ne omo coastal, be a Juman Koso. Their power is stable 24/7. Na ye produce power na ye ton bima Togo no. Ye bre. Your citizens are suffering. Your citizens are crying.
It's an interesting one. Maybe someone say so. Is it a matter of amount of power? And I say but transmission, no, problems. And I say it opens it up for debate. Say maybe there's a truth they are not saying that in terms of capacity, they can come work a cry. So Ghana, but transporting it to the final consumer near there no. But the international treaties near there now, so yeah signing near there. But it will not make sense to any Ghanaian and a Nigerian say in Nigeria you need light, but more supply Ghana for light. I mean, if you are not self-sufficient, why do you give out?
That I don't know me bizarre.
Say we should send a word of caution to MPP for no. Almost show me.
Can you bear mic? My mic.
Almost you pass. Sadum so we no. One we don't be called opposition. Sadum so want to rectify you and many ya. Say we didn't bear 2 weeks and 1 month. No because 3 months now. Any opposition and no more. Now they are quite na say Ghana for you free asem dodo ententem dodo we are ba say o me cheka o da say and ado kun obi a hye na nkota kire enye mpuhwu omo asem ne ba ye pagya kosoro e ba from say kima enu anu no nti ho asem biom na ye na ka consistent na manfo at the time mo ba say na obi ye na mo be tu no efi ade so na ma ba mo hwe amoso be position when they do that to make them sit up.
Can say Ghana primarily relies on hydropower from its Akosombo Dam on the Volta River, about 80 kilometers upstream from the coast. Ghana supplies Benin till because Ghana supplies Benin and Togo with the majority of their electricity. Look at this.
As we sit here.
Majority. So if you go to Benin and you go to Togo. Ghana provides more electricity to these two countries than what they produce. No,
than what the local. Maybe amount be 51%.
Omo power
49.
Omo power omo use omo man.
Total more than
a dosu chain.
No more to me produce. Say any wakosombo because of we increment vision. If they don't have those dams now, they will not be able to produce that renewable energy because and kind of the obe ben utu oil the utu fuel the fuel on the besa just like you went there. But so the nyame adum na so tonkwan the ba be fa cylinders in the na provided turbine na twa no one na mine we no. But it's painful to know that. So what is happening? Say be a mom one line. They are able to do a substation, get enough energy from it. But why should you be experiencing doom so for the next 3 months? Have you thought about businesses? I mean, sometimes it's crazy.
Ghana for you, Unity Radio 1039. Moment for last topic, so yeah, we'll be doing follow up on this doom so thing. Because this is not what we were promised. But the M1 is MPP from Pessi be friend doom so we am say na dey you doom no na so I know am I doom e doom so on by. It's not how long it takes. It's the off and on thing. And a friend doom so. Yeah, share another thing. I'm starting with you, Kalusha. Johnson Asiedu Nketia. Now you can Parliament vetting any approval on wasem. Owura friend say Ken Ofori-Atta. Ya Parliament aginatum unanimously says omunyina edika kasa no ka ho bi na okuja to abla kwa resign but one for say principle but e dey nim say no ka ho bi na uto aso a abra approval ne bae no na Owura Johnson Asiedu Nketia aka asem bi enra na o say NDC approved lame duck where do you suma Ofori-Atta no lame duck Ken Ofori-Atta to aid our electoral fortunes in 2024. Now this is what he said. General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress NDC Johnson Asiedu Nketia has revealed reasons why the minority caucus on the appointments committee approved Finance Minister designate Ken Ofori-Atta, and it is shocking to the core as it is vain. According to him, there was a consensus at the NDC's hierarchy that the minority caucus approves Ken Ofori-Atta as finance minister not because he's going to do a good job for Ghana, in their opinion or in their vein, because in their estimation, he has performed abysmally and will keep him at the helm of affairs as the sensitive position will ensure to the benefit of the opposition party in the 2024 elections. And I'm quoting him: "We have strategies as a political party, and some of the NDC leaders sat down and considered the approval of the nominee as to whether passing or failing him, which one will be in the interest of the party, not in the interest of Ghana. So we all decided that if we allow him to be the finance minister, it will be in the interest of the NDC. We realized during the vetting of the finance minister, he was exposed in all his wrong deeds. The banks he collapsed, PDS deal, bad financial decisions he superintended over. We needed him to be there to remind Ghanaians what he has wrought on this country. And due to the misunderstanding and hula baloo that erupted in the party in the wake of the approval of the first batch of ministerial nominees, we decided to issue a statement to calm our support base to further assure them that the hierarchy was in the know of the finance minister's approval." Owura Johnson Asiedu Nketia say, minority caucus ni leadership of NDC tenase na omoje Ken Ofori-Atta tum. Enye se Ken Ofori-Atta ebe adwuma papa ama Ghana. Na mum Ken Ofori-Atta eba be sai Ghana. Na wodi kan sai Ghana a obubo deals bebre PDS ne Japan ne hwan any financial decisions bi a was superintendent a amwa oman no. Nti omo manato adwuma no so. Said ebe ya obesai Ghana more. Na wasai Ghana sika more. No take financial decisions are any wise more. Na ndisi enya bi agina so ay campaign. No mo no de age oman free MPP nsem.
Obo se o Ghana anaso ti oman mu na se sa wo sampani fuyi e na di wani ma in the next 50 years no Ghana will be in the turmoil. Upon time make us ɔma na yɛ pɛ ne nkankwa na yɛ pɛ sɛ ɛkɔ n'anim no wo de wo odi fudi penti o pɛ sɛ obi nkɔkɔta na ɔnsɛ no na saa sika na mutua no
yɛntie Johnson Asiedu Nketia kakra bi
pass no by consensus
Chayan deɛ yɛn yɛ wɔ aban mu anka obi a ɔte sɛ Ofori-Atta nkɔ mma akɔnya no kɔkora
akɔ mma ho kora na kampa sɛ
dabi nka yɛn yɛ family sakra ɛno nti ɔn sɛ yɛka sɛ party yɛkuo bi a nipa ɛka yɛ ho ebom ɛde dɔm na sɛ deɛ ɛka wɔn bom ne adwene a wɔn afa sɛ sei ne yɛde amammuo fa so a ɛbɛboa ɛno nti no wɔn ka wɔn ho bom sɛ yɛbɛyɛ campaign agye power yɛgye power na afei yɛdefine national interest no according to deɛ wɔn adwene ɛyɛ wɔn no ɛno nti party nyaba power the way a wɔn ebu ɔman no ɛyɛ the way a wɔn define wɔn national interest ɛno nti yɛn na yɛ define yɛ national interest a nka deɛ ɔno de bɛyɛ adwuma no ɛnyɛ ɔno ne papa yi a ɔte hɔ but MPP kɔ so ate wɔn party ɛna wɔn nso define wɔn national interest in a certain way economy kwan way na yɛde bɛfa so way kwan way na yɛde bɛfa so ɛna wɔn asɛlɛte wɔn nipa a wɔn de yɛ adwuma nti obi saa yɛn ni a anka yɛn deɛ yɛn na ɛwɔ power yɛn fa no yɛ adwuma but wɔn na ɛwɔ power wɔn na ɛwɔ tumi sɛ wɔn bɛ sɛlɛte ɛna wɔn akɔ sɛlɛte wei sɛ ɔno na ɛnyɛ wɔn ɛna nyame nkya deɛ yɛn yɛ tira yɛ adwuma a wɔbɛyɛ wɔayɛ no pɔtɔ wɔ ama ɛyɛ obiara ne nsɛm sɛ adwuma a wɔbɛyɛ no wɔanyɛ no yie enti sɛ nanando pɛ sɛ ɔhyɛ akɔmfo ne ɔka sɛ wɔno anam sɛ na ɔntoa so a sɛ ɔsɛ no pa ɛna yɛn yɛbɛnya akwanya aba tumi abɛgye tumi
edi kyɛ sɛ akwa no wɔmɔ nɔma edi sɛdeɛ wɔsi ɛyɛ no putogum hwiegum ne adeadeɛ deɛ ne emu nya anoma no nyere saa sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a 2024 mbɛtumi aba power
okay no gu so sɛ ya no ɔsɛ no kɔ de a ɛbɛduru ɔno yɛ ba power ɛbɛyɛ mmerama yɛ ɛno ti sɛ ɔse ɔno a na ɔpɛ no a ɔma no mfa because that is my belief say fanya papa no fa so era ne Ghana no.
Okay, enough. We have heard what we want to hear. Kalusha, that is what Ura Johnson Asiedu Nketia Edi Atuja.
Na wa
me be so be bona wa uti.
Yeah, wa look. Political party.
Wa look as
wa show political party leader, general secretary. No akɔkɔtran sɛ obi ɛsɛ ɔman no nti wo ɛyɛ ɔde sɛ ɔsɛ no wie a na wo aba bɛsom na wo aba bɛ ni na wo aba bɛsom a de papa bɛ na wo aba bɛ ɛde ɔpɔ ne kyerɛ sɛ political party no maka sɛ anuafo mienu na ɔmo agenda ne sɛ ɔmo ba ɔmo sɛ Ghana for yɛ kasa ne yɛpɛ yɛ kasa no so yɛ short lived yɛ kasa akra ne abrɛ ade ne ba yɛ bɛ kasa yɛ na yɛ fi asɛm so ada sɛ nti bia sa na ɔmo de bɛ until sɛ be standing up for our rights no na nam tira na say social media na e ba no e fa bebi no e mede no nka sa social media yi nka momodia na push last minute
na Akomea so kakra on reaction to Johnson Asiedu Nketia asem kan
me tm say na me nwe asem peace almost senior member
Peace FM 104.3 would mean target
Meti omo MPs almost senior members of parliament no baako no can be efa Ofori-Atta omo je no tumu meti yam say na me nwe asema okay otiase asema o kan dia fa ekwan ya NDC for edj Ofori-Atta tumi otiase oni masema okay
adoka den why na kan
na me say ebia na jama wada won pem ene enyane no nti wam say dem asem no kroka won tiase afi mi ko tia general secretary ni mua ayeyira Asiedu Nketia ono so baya asem na MP no member of parliament no kan ye fa Ken Ofori-Atta approval no eno anso na general Asiedu Nketia ka
mpacho o ka sere
Kwame asem no asem a time.
Oh really?
Nim guasia ema NDC esama Ghana politics esama ye democracy ti asem mo kan Kwame omo si omo ji Ken Ofori-Atta etumu efri se omo nim se adwuma no ontimi enye.
Oh seriously?
Enu nti no omo je na tum no kwa wakoye adwuma boni na oye adwuma boni a akọ atia aban no se na ebe ya Ghana fo ato ama NDC 2024. Kwame
na not your one amano.
Oh. Mete se Anopa ya mete Asiedu Nketia Anopa ya. Na me sure say by this time news portals they be crowd and tuja. Into be more producers no po check ya. Omunchire mo de man ne say Nenti a omaji Ken Ofori-Atta tum ne se. Omunim se adwuma no a waye no, adwuma den so Ghana fo ani.
Na say so ani o senka mu tia no, omu bi tia no.
Kwame me travel na NDC for their tudwa. Omu member of parliament the tudwa, a omu general secretary Asiedu Nketia afoaso. Ono anenum. Ase omunim se Ken Ofori-Atta adwuma o ye mfie na bitwamu no. Enso Ghana fo ani. Enu nti no omo jina tumno akotoa adwuma boni na waye no so se na be ya na adwuma no ekutia Ghana fo ebo Ghana fo fomo a ebe ma Ghana fo de abufuo ebeto ama NDC 2024 kwami Asiedu Nketia na num to Anopa ya ewo wow station Nit FM Nit FM here. So, is you
Despite media.
Can you believe this, Kwame?
Wow.
And when I see me TMP back, NDC MP back, so Kansas, and I'm saying, Jama Kway, no, I done you no can send
MP Bay.
Menkani did, but oh, yeah, a friend place for baby. But let me find say, oh, maybe I want to say, na some more can up one dream. But me say I no pay ya, me ti o pay mu na nkasa Asiedu Nketia. Say ono so repeat it na.
Okay, Nana Akomea no Nana Akomea say unfortunate.
Say na be ya Ghana for beto amamo. Baby I in democracy akwa akotuni. Kwame.
Okay. Kaluja twaso na me mama no choso na yenye ni me phone lines na etam ne ko ba bia Ghana democracy akoduni
say general secretary of a political party na wo be jan kansa nsem wi e de tudwa say yen say o man no na wo ba be hey opo asefimo na Ghana fo sa mpanifo ne e pa mo be di anim na mo hwe man di a ye ma ho ye be 50 years no be du no ya o man no say Akufo say am mehwe a ebedi because how no masiko no opo enkoye ba akwa
Manager,
yes,
baby a democracy akoduni na Akomea question bisa no.
Yes.
Na Enra manfo atwa bia bo general secretary papa Enra ne Johnson Asiedu Nketia asem okan no. Enti adwene hye politicians trimuni ana ura omu trimuni yima me.
I think it's an unfortunate one. It's a big chance Anka you should come and re-say it. Because
re-say it
on some because we all talk not minding the environment. You see, first one I say only party for being a grassroots people are more there yo. You can tell them some of these things for them to be happy. But station afro. Well, I'm not saying it's right, but sometimes in the spur of the moment when you meet people of like-mindedness, you might say things to please them. But Nit FM Afro on the appointment of Ken Ofori-Atta and you as a party, and I say you as a general secretary, where do you stand? Then you say these things, it's very, very unfortunate. You see, and you can ask them say, you're not a parliamentary service board one. You can say, oh, he's qualified. You've been through elections. You are going to advise.
Several 2 term as a parliamentarian.
Advise the speaker near there. But if some of these things are what you are going to spew, are you talking as a man, Asiedu Nketia, as a general secretary or somebody going to advise the number 3 of the land? It's just unfortunate. So Becca said, yeah, no, it will inure to our benefit. You see, they play the same politics 2008. Ebi Obama, Michobi, or catch him so, Akufo-Addo and Palan cash. Because Akufo-Addo there, you bet me, you see propaganda near the beating on near there. Ebi a woman, no, he spoke as a private capacity. We are not friends, so catch him.
And no crowd, they said that they were not in power. And TBI move say a private issue and a personal.
Sa Adrena na Ebo Boba say Ofori-Atta dia. We nyambran sama we dino. Ye de obi for bar. Nipa kron be correct nti ye be lusu. Nti ono ante na ona on Ghana on ye mistakes in sa na Ghana lusu. Sa Adrena no. Which is just unfortunate because government is in continuum. Obi ye ni ye say ye nya ye pese ye kodu Park Ave, obi say ye for Fremont Street, obi say for Cambridge. But at the end of the day, major say Cambridge want ye for obi so say there's traffic. That is what you feel sanko bi adwen say obi apa America, Democrats, Republicans, they want America be here.
Do we have to?
But to think that the person is failing or kakano, he's making mistakes. But me bompa say on pakano ko pem na me member je. I think it's an unfortunate statement coming from the second gentleman of the party. Woyi Wena, chairman, I think general secretary.
But administratively, crown on their head.
Yes, administratively, we are even the head. But in terms of hierarchy, you don't have to say some of these things. Or as a person, Ghana is moving in a wrong direction, but we are happy it is wrong, and we are giving him another chance to continue the wrong. Who does that? In this life, I don't quite mystery at a very tender age that some things are even better left unsaid. Nipa di assemble honoma, they are better left. No, we are penny cropper.
Sparking getting into word, no. Preposterous.
This is preposterous.
Was it sparking?
Yeah, some things are better left unsaid. So I put a word here. The effrontery. Say station afro now say yen dianke yen peno, but it will inure to our benefits as a party if we continues not doing the right things. Abba.
Mami misa wa same we say Manucho. Asiedu Nketia nkwa na was a blame na say sana parties no much because utie the story now utie I say parties here like-minded people and a party be adwene our party interest when they win power they think of national interest. Now no MPP edwene no mu win power no mo say yeah national interest no can Ofori-Atta na betumi aye minister man. But what you say don't get say NDC na was can Ofori-Atta mess our creative for Ghana no call men utie. Yeah, but see call men aban no
starting statement.
Yeah, na starting statement but on people na a win on power and no say ono no mo pe no. Na luckily enough no mo de ono no mo pe na no. Did you listen to him?
Listen.
The party leadership met. It was an also a statement to calm the nerves of the grassroots.
Yes.
Not grassroots to fonentias say yen penin fono and a car say or munyin in tomb. Ninane say can Ofori-Atta supposedly say Ghana sika. Banka o close to ya PDS e japase nkomo de bebo Ghana krono ensembebre. Enti yen de ye say yen as a party no de eye mayen because ye pese can Ofori-Atta koso tena ho say ye photo sign for Ghana nyina photo sign for no bo Ghana ka Ghana krono sika bebre yira na ye NDC tumi gina so e de ye campaign ye de je to me,
which is very wrong. You see na I wanted to minority that's corroborate here on the floor of parliament. He said the same thing. I'll say minority leader and ranking member of the committee, Haruna Idrisi, in seconding the motion, argued that the support from his side does not mean satisfaction of performance of the nominee. According to him, the minister must be made to face the consequences of running down the economy for the past 4 years. The Tamale South MP assured the minister will be made to account for oil revenues as flagged by PIAC. It just say, "Omun say was say at the end, but yes, and their money because a person no one or what not say no more." How can you think? And you tell me your consensus? It doesn't really. Then why did we even? I set an appointment committee believing that you are an opposition who can do the job for all Ghanaians. Say for 4 years, and if can Ofori-Atta, the Eurobond, the way PDS, a Japan involvement in Yano, it's not all green work for the good of Ghana. ordering for the good of Ghana. Tell ye ye mono. Say mon konko ye juma na sa adwen dem trim. Say wa say no but ya kwete te baby say yen sheda yen pimpia no ko say no more. I don't think that in this COVID America wants to lose grip as being the first country in the world. In all that they are doing. Obi anti America Asia obono chamani say I live in a very good country, very good economy and mamomo dey any there. If you are not careful, someone hand us some way we are to your followers.
Your friend is saying
Kevin Taylor.
Yes. Asiedu Nketia.
Because someone
this is a weakness. Asiedu Nketia Oyisu unpalatable words or a useless or a childish.
You know, I'm
General Secretary. The whole world. Wakasa. Childish. This is Asiedu Nketia.
I'm holding my words. I'm holding my words. And I'm just say, you know me. I'll rationalize it and see that maybe you had a bit of sense saying it.
What is wrong can never even be right in Kukwem.
Not here. Because we could share party food soldiers. We
are talking about patriotism right now. So even if it is
but truth is, you're saying, we could share meeting. You've all said it before. Second, Canada, Japan could share MP for no kasa. I will send you a bekasa. So better on the Ghana for kasa. I will send you a bekasa.
No, but
we can. But for you to say
no krano. When it is on the level of national interest, obi disika, obi abogana ka, yenim so abogana ka.
That one you can't justify. I agree. In principle, there. I agree.
And about patriotism from education. Say a man.
In principle, I agree, but the reality. In principle, I agree, but the reality is that it doesn't work that way because Obi superpower by telling you that Obi I corrupt with this guy. The only way Ghana winner takes all. The only one to be a chance on here. He praying that you fall down or bump past a seno. What's saying na nameba? That is their way of thinking. But the impudence, we that confidence, Obi afrail. Yeah, we interview. No, I catch and say, yeah, but yeah, the man because a person better or not say no. Na befa. Oh, I come up foot soldier big can. I'm just saying, dear. I can let that person fly through because on the or a foot soldier only the baby. But in your mind, as I said in Ketia, who I see you as Yaba Fort Republic here, you are one of the one of the doyens of how it is running. Now, Dresha with Trimono say NDC na mono more dream and say Ghana Mbongu. Neanko stagnation for 8 years. No Mumba Fadia. He should come again. I think he might have spoken the minds of them. But for the larger population, yeah, to about ye president now, yeah, Jane say, yeah, should be able to push into the promised land there. He's really lost the plot. Why there? I'm sure. Haruna said the same thing, but in another way. Say, was saying there, yeah, on one face consequences. How can you, as an oppositioner, fight them with tooth and nail? So when you put him, say, why do you think most of them won? Remember to catch us the Japan BBA. Me, I never supported the Japan PDS. The more I read, the more I was not happy with it. Until because in the MPC, yodium, no more kotuamano. Obit in the person was and said no. I think at least my MP did well, or my MP did not fight for me. But he said also the question I say you are there, but they might share me when I measure. I mean, they should get serious.
So, sir, or Casa Ofori-Atta Mfili. Yeah, pursue feeling more. Nay, and you about, you know.
Papa said Ghana. Say Ghana. Ghana.
Is that the general thinking? Is that the general thinking of the ordinary politician?
That is their thinking. I'm just saying some things are better left on. I still talk about politics in Ghana and say Ghana and Yakra says Zimbabwe. That I knew. Say economy no and Yakra a robots who pay fuel, Benyabiato, who pay so school Benyabiako, and Yapap and yet to the ultimate level part. It is okay. In this MPP, you are doing well. Say at least one Bogan and Guye.
Are you disappointed in NDC secretary?
I'm so disappointed for blaring those statements that and yet Papa by your bumper is on sign more.
And almost because there were
agitations at the grassroots.
Yes, so almost say yeah, Kojo upon Kroma. How Kumsen,
Akoto free.
Yes, those were rejected and later more people. Until grassroots no bufu ye.
Yes.
Until we no one second for that the grassroots will bufu more.
Yes.
Until a babo and time a grassroots na who say leadership in the share any in IG2 mu say oh second for that what do you see ka or Ghana forming and as MPP for such chinchina finance minister, the any woman to us no more Ghana form said yes, you be power.
So we say,
do you have to look for someone's downfall too?
And you'll be no extremist. I say, more catch extremist NDC.
No, but what made me happy yesterday was NDC for na be create trouble general secretary.
And make a choice. Say you were extremist war. Obi extremist NPP, extremist NDC there. We Nyakata. Le or Shellens and you one MPP, you one NDC. What can I say with China? Nibaje. But to the larger population, no, Bia he's voting with his conscience. Conscience, pass conscience. Say me make a choice way there me support here. It's a bad statement to say that the man should fail. Or fail and many chance into for the next 4 years now. On your more, no ye na wawa you na papa no. You think now do you more? Who does that? What will I say there be? On no chakwan nim say on no twan yo. Na wo gire che unsa de na chia. Wo so se men chia no on twan chia no. O chia no ya meba beja ni. What if you don't get to that point and now it becomes irreversible? Mistakes obey no obakra won to me repair.
Yeah, for course no be. Why do we have an opposition? The opposition is there to see their failure and capitalize. 508-846-3021, 508-846-3021. Ofori-Atta Adwen Chiraba. Mamemfa in the course in the order in which they come. Oluman, we are second. Daddy Bo to your third. Mpacho wa udika na shase mami.
Utoro dika mamembo abaso na mechiao. Na membo unity radio for abaso. That's opo aduma mo bo eso ya ni papa onera ma meka sei opo emise estema atoga ye kasa na jera mosquito akako ka sembi na say ai omushada na o man disqualify finance minister kwa be fa say ba bet na waye aspect normal aye normal kejama ya ba be fa kiminu when the fishes answer me the propaganda gururu urada asema APP for ka yeah, no, Kazakasano, yeah, you say like Jima Papa.
Hello, Rama, Vivachoti, MPP phone country. Asiedu Nketia Samo kan ya board you know has a UT program now. He said it on NIT FM. Ya board you know anti MPP phone country too.
The general secretary na ko Jima ka say omushara na amount disqualify. Kwa mfaso amana bo ababijo amana ba fo kimina ene the general secretary Nkasaye
yeah it's you tie pro I just played audio on Kwame Nkrumah tikese ne kasa ntin kasa MPP ni bi ne kasa
na sano kada wan Nkasaye sasa opposition ya ente finance minister one man the Ghana from Papai and I'm a Ghana from the bank to do Papai Boya work Commercial Bank to do Shama for Sika and the main store up to not the single Nipa Awu Nipa Ashramukwa Nipa Sokwa from Nipa Sayamu Nipa Genasi Manu let's how you go at an abba vetting no matter moment for vetting I'm an abba about the Salama finance minister one to Ashan Mugabe to Ayam Kase and Shamata. The general secretary of the Casa, Mikin, who are part of the Casa. You know, the Ofori-Atta at the region of the boy one, entry to so called the play called the Nakwana, to Nicola Commissioner Political of Ofori-Atta, says only the Ofori-Atta and a man MPP in there, MPP asking Kinipo with your 2 of the APP. In the same point, Yasram, as an amman of the vetting, I'm not saying, as another finance minister, saying our Timbi, and make a text to go to let out to Ghana first and the Ghana for a year. Ghana first should be a young can 21 budget, not 2016, let's make the budget 22 cities, and let's make the budget 50 cities at the Ghana for a year. And I once you see the person, captain, when you gain and a Ghana for a year, until they can't say Ghana for you out there. They can't say Ghana for no maintenance, and they're possible. And then you can over statement system. Maybe some about 2050. I'm a near in a thing, without certain Uncle Poncao.
Yes, sir, the CP. You know, Bema Ramandian on Olumai, to us, mammy. A boom to say.
Open oil now, sir.
They don't me where my into a mini Bema.
Your mamma, Mr. Down, so now for more. America na mo mpeswa ne so nyina opomestro the fridge na chire sa na obekasa sa already to my part time ni nyina from 1 o'clock do bia me complain about na se me complain do about so fridge na so credit na efa wa woni ma ha ne ho no mu twen opome ko manim no I think say ye nyina no ye ma ye hipoke ye nim say friends denya parliament on ba approve finance minister. But commentary now, if you actually buy the unfortunate. Commentary now, you call for your opinion for the area unfortunate. And yes, I didn't have some of what he say. Say, if you could do one cromane, how ability say, we bet Nadia Kwana, but they MP Bako, a yard that was the CIA. One year COVID that, then you will your soon to mean Kasakura. You better question control the other day, no. Majority carry the vote. It's in the head and so Ofori-Atta the but commentary now is fresh reban in some way. I can general secretary. And now Satika some CCTV. One in Omar stand up face to face. And what make it that statement? Unfortunately, Opo never Olma Bosla to Dame can one video. Yeah, but you say, yeah, my ending of this month, ending of the 31st. Me come a man who didn't papa my message. Adaka. I mean, I say, you may up to next. Say you feel anybody who feel no. And you say we are the opportunity. What better will be able to feel over. What may ending of this month? A month to the next 31st. Or try to you name them over the country. They 3 weeks in for me. After down cry. The couple the high than a down of crying. What about Nana? I said, look at the Jacobin to be with Plaza. I never required MPP what power required the Opebia Obena. Something and this about power, the MPP for Benny for the Pebiano, Obena and Wendissimo. That maybe will be a Babuna brand that made me to wear a so fight. And the Busaraman of prayer. When was the last time the Casa read those words in area? Maybe I'm here to me. And never mind a day. But if you have a story and I'm a kind of a toy, I'm going to way. Except it doesn't make sense. As much as kind of it makes sense. So maybe you want to say, maybe a friend say, we are dinner, and I might be the person behind the and a yaman of when you're so bad. I'm now coming and the Abra or Casa. I'm not when you're so bad. Because Ghana had a doubt also be kind of crowd for that. The crowd, you would quiet though, will be near the plano. Now, what Jaya Wariako. The Ghana had Africa and the Council opponents. But the man was never so. You say any or transport or Senna. What Senna who did the count? How did I do to one cow? Or more parliament and cow, but no one more post there. Pay last one just before 2023 election. Now you found pay 8 million, 9 million. And then the same bill you found 70, 80 million. Well, I near found 15 million. The common money will send there. You found 20, 30 million. Or for the Kenya man. 10 years after more than 10 years in it. Oh, for me, all my folks are very commanding. Wow, yes, I'm over there. So for you, one from the bread, it's the very woman and quite another parliament. And it's of what all says MPs. Now, parliament. Okay. Parliament, I hold. Over Ghana, I hold. And the idea 777 near my you said that the president, you can't for that. Some of us, so money doesn't say 2024 election. You know, we are one, I'm a partner, I'm a partner. Party in my power, fine, because I'm party in my power. 8 years of party back power. Calculate a property, you are fine to be a okay. Problem because of NDC. Problem because of NDC. And the brother brain that is what we ever catch and yet because of NDC, and have no problem about Sudan. Now we start to kick ourselves in some way, and you are prayer. Now I have pay. Ulma
yes radio no so kraba mera ho wasi Johnson Asiedu Nketia wo si Ofori-Atta nse no say na we bi nkan me force mentimi ntwa be sese me dan so okay daddy boat to us yo
go men chia ona me show happy Easter go MPP mai wa na kanya chia wo title MPP ku nim pan fo wo nyina over 918 that the good fashion. This will be within the 2 MPs and about for Chamia Cheme. You can just for your Minister for Labor. East and West, no, moving out so 8 years in the Obo. What we say? When you are Tina, Akufo-Addo, and my big Santana Juma, 9 people more full Binino. Ah, to be Cate. My name is Yantis or Juma, or Yanubino. So, I brought for pie or this is I brought a mindset pie or this is we have a Yamana, you can say, and then I know I communicate at 8, you know. If you get that, you put in this to me and talk about from Mapama. And that's the reason I got Catabina Catao. There's been the only one in this city. Say, I'm only give you and formal. I'm with you, say, I'm with your money, this is like I check now. I'm my first call our cafe. Let's go to see kind of one from Lenin was on Falia, NDC, Falia, I'm communicated to say we moon Falia. There are my Ghana, Coco, now could be a bag and I said, Susu, or maybe you think I got it. So I take one I was doing. Sika, or maybe you think I got a bank, no proper last in there. And now NDC for us, yes, regular motor and Yama Babu Sikava. No one that just Sabam. I'm very new of it. How about to sorry, you know? What to say, yes, the bank video, physical Ghana, no finance video, physical Ghana. Wait a damn funny team, Ofori-Atta much more mobile. And so, me, a one kind, a car down my last year in this before. Your mind didn't just cover the Chedi, or Mulu, if you say your mind being. Imagine if first, my Ghana, your Mudino, but I can say, oh, yes, who got to buy, you know. In Kawaka,
that boat.
Papa, yes, somewhere. Intimate friend this before. So more among 8 years, I could come down the Atia. I'm going to have to do my mum and I swore my at the Papa at the Papa, I would have my Ghana. Intimate them threat. I said, look at South Parliament, you come with the account. I saw we need to kill baby. I'm going to tag him, Papa, or Mutua.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm on my Ghana. I do couldn't. I'm asking MPP.
Thank you. Yes, that's it. Nabian Babri Salon, Etachi. My emfa in Yabema Bafo Israel, sorry, Bafo Pumti saying.
Akufo-Addo Boko.
Mammy, Minua.
Mammy, I'm charity for you, and I am Mama Basun, you, my dear, Gusamoye, Edema, Ghana. Opo Mammy, I'm free. A good schemes are LD about 66.2 million taxpayers' money. I would say, lucky to be the taxman.
Maybe a lucky to be fun, then you'll be in her minimum.
Yeah, I would say, Sayum no more near my he pays gardener.
Yeah.
He pays the lawyer to take care of his rights. He pays, but only one person is paying that he didn't know what he's paying for, and he's talking about a taxman. Because if you look at what is happening now, Ghana had paid to work a crabby. Yeah, I acquire former workers,
former sector workers.
Yes, formal sector workers, informal sector workers, Ghana, I can tell you, do not know tax. I can't eat Tiano Brebeco, Susana, not fair, no Susana, could you have brand back on Botum? I don't know my yesterday. It's not about NDC, it's not about NPP, this is about Ghana. Young finance from NASA to now, every new Coninano, Yintimi, according to the general report, Yintimi, and follow up now. Intimidation now will be a punishment. If you are informal, I several deterrent to other Sebena, they will not follow suit because you must earn money in our course, so another source of animal and no paying enemy. At the end of the day, and idea at the Boagana. When Ofori-Atta, he's one man, I really like him. Oba wa boa magana etimejina nine so ofi sikasem ni diwa we say manage nyema.
This is going to be your final point. Na mahonya ha mame na manfo gina wachi why?
But okay, the way we see I and Juma was saying finance minister and I could tell you say the management after you have been approved, I think say Obaba to us in Juma. May the way people are talking and the way NBC for non come up and near Marco and National Phone. I thank God to say fine. And any uncle Pompey saw you know and no nipa
okay.
Because I send it to and most of the ministers will not be approved, but the ways of the Lord God is not the ways of man. So I definitely know that you might be to Ghana. Wait, you can Ofori-Atta as a minister of finance for Ghana. I mean, that's a very important.
Yeah, that's it. How do file to us? We are not Titi Soko. Yes, sir.
Remember what I had a coupon show. Remember happy Easter.
Yeah, that's
it. I mean, say, you coupon to come, Mama, the Biawa the Bog machine, my man, no Kunin. Now I'm in terms of a phone or more on now. I'm in Chamaya, what they are new American, when you pay for me, no Mumbuni, and I'm changing to form more American, no Mumina, happy Easter, and I'm changing to Asiedu Nketia. And before today, God is love, money, our walking can push out. In there, I'll say, when the one in the MP, walking can push out. Then, former MP, Edmund Kwasanoff, Tessa Motus, and then there was a Mujapade, our end of the review. Again, no more come. Mamma Coco, our first house on the DP for Penny. The MP before Mutu Mokasa. The Mutu Mokasa, so compared to no MP for the Kabina or Munko from Kwa. Omu communicate about our Brekumu East. Yes, friend, catch it. What person already 20 where when they have God is love manager Brekumu East. Why don't you know communicate also Israel and soon within the catch it? One last you call me, you could share your friends are come up FM. I'm a catch. Hey, we knew a man go fool. Was it Brekumu follow up? No, my boy, Mudia. Now to my people for now to no. And to me, MPP in your party on my Ghana. What's the end this betting and again? I had to provide Muhammad 4 years in Kuwani, 54 billion. Why am I a rich hospital? 617 beds level. Why am I a police hospital? Why am I a Bank of Ghana hospital? Why am I a second interchange, Kasuo interchange? Why am I a Bukuma Sports Stadium? Why am I a Tamale International Airport, Tamale Teaching Hospital? Why am I a War Regional Hospital? Why am I a Bolgatanga Regional Hospital? Why am I Mahama? MPP Abebo Busiani, 169 billion. Then Mudaya Busiani,
Audu naja za mupe Ghana yi meboa
ya ntu pe party
no me nti ade na mo secretary say mo be se mo hu se Ofori-Atta adwuma oye no wa bompa wo shi Ghana ska enso mo approve no se de obeshi Ghana ska mo na mo matumi awini power sa mo pe Ghana yi dia ade na general secretary be kasa so obi shi Ghana ska mo nim se adwuma oye nye ba mo approve no so that mo be nya kwan mana se Ghana ska mo na mo aba power
Nina well asama Asiedu Nketia kaen ma yamfani say I kasa pa na waka because in Ofori-Atta yetimi pasi ka parliament 10 million na wako 20 million ye bi say wa ya fe ha nti de Asiedu Nketia ekanu aya sampa na waka no but Ghana for demu enti na asem no ase aya sampa na ka ope party a wa be o man no brother o pese o kanu no aya MPP aban because omo ba amu juni Ghana hu de omo juni ani
anyway how do you have your opinion but some juni Ghana for ho na say obi say sika na say mo hu say obo Ghana ka adwuma o ye ne nya anya no ani say mo disapprove no na ade na mo ka say ye mane nko no nko say sika no mo na yen kwan nti Ghana na wo pese obedi so no wo pese obi insane no for you to get an advantage to come and rule
many one will say a appointment committee no your money now you are the house almost the Parliament House wa NDC 137 no almost 137 plus
yeah approve anka NDC for no NDC for momo 137 no come fan disapprove na yenka se mo enye number na mum approval no mo nka ho na o ka kire me say ye ma ne nto aso ye nyina ye ma ne to aso because yenim se obekọ akofeli na yenya ho afa power dia say enye odono no anyway me da se no adwenkyere ma me mo foforo ma me ma titi nso nto aso ye da se yeah Roman
the American United say media munya of 2024 yeah ba mu be na hu dem pa Ghana for NDC for them Ghana for
yeah that's it titi to aso ma me wi ana na twafo ko na kwaje poku nso ato aso
yeah Opo
yes sir
I get you guys
we take him sir
Opo it is so disappointing
Titi you are far away from your phone ofra ya ben your phone meaning so you su earpiece in so there echo bam dodo
oh I'm not
for phone ben wanu ye nekasa ni maybe you want to listen to yourself in the radio too
no I'm just using the phone direct maybe the phone.
Okay go ahead and make your point Titi.
Yeah, what I'm saying is so disappointing to hear such a comment from our General Secretary, Asiedu Nketia.
Yeah.
This should be, you see, sometimes politicians think that Ghanaians don't have the knowledge to assess whatever they say.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine Asiedu Nketia making this kind of comment. It's so disheartening.
Yeah.
If you don't have any tangible reason to give, the best thing is don't give any interview because this is, I don't know, and some NDC supporters are defending this kind of thing. What are you defending?
Yeah.
If you can Ofori-Atta when they were in power before 2020 election, look at what happened. Look at Matiamedu. Look at this MP from Bogatana Central, Asiedu.
Yeah, Asiedu.
They came out to say so many things. We all believe it. And looking at things, this man should not be the minister of finance minister. So if you guys think that, even if we don't vote for him, definitely he will be passed. Don't vote. What is except that I don't get it. And this one they are saying that 2024 with this kind of mindset 2024 Ghanaians should vote for them. No, Opo, I say the kind of support NDC got 2020 election.
Yeah.
With what their parliamentarians are doing right now in parliament, they would never get that support again.
Yeah.
Never. And this is it is a weakness from the leadership of parliament and the leadership of the party.
Yeah.
Some of a course they should be fine. They are all weak. What thing is either these parliamentarians have taken bribes and that is what is forcing them to do what they are doing, or like what Joy said that they took double salary and those things are hurting them. They can't do anything because President Akufo-Addo says, if you do something, I'm going to prosecute you. If that this is what is playing, because I cannot imagine having a issue that we all know he's very knowledgeable. They can be doing what they are. Of course, sometimes they have the weak. Is it the weak or what is going on in their brain?
I don't know, Titi.
The supporters of NDC, the grassroots, are the various constituencies where these MPs are. They should be fighting them. They should bring them out when they visit the constituency. Then they should know that they need to be serious. Oh!
Titi, that's it.
They should bring them up when they come to the constituency.
Hey, Titi, don't encourage assault through my radio. We are not going to beat anybody.
Why?
I know.
So, let me say this.
On that. Now,
what is the importance of vetting? If everybody will be passed, then there's nothing for vetting.
Exactly.
Let the president appoint and let them go away.
Exactly.
I don't get it. I don't understand this kind of vetting that everybody is passed.
I know you have to end there. And the TTNDC ni pure power, but he's speaking like a Ghanaian. That is what I want us all to do. Now, ube power. Now, kachire ubi se on say yenyano yenimso untimi nye yenhwe no nko say no on pro man no said ye binya bibia gina so campaign ya beji power na anyway mama mfa kojupuku mama ntio
so masom ono ochikim jawe maso dan hotel na entem no kasai na opo dani den na entem ba unity radio na ma kwa nchaso ko ama nyame tanyi bia na opo ene na mama radio suka nanka opo tanyi bia na make na
kwajo oka oba bia na wa kan ntem quick near call why
opo mate
yanko
the tanyi me pesa de chalo opo ene me ba ko pe ene ane ale plus opo anja sabran tena ni pa bia yambanta ma obo no mo di pa ekini unity radio so for men community radio opo me so ko e man ga bia o bia no opo ma me comment so ya papa Asiedu Nketia ni pa bia ene wa ma kini wo ya o yi pa e wona nsam kika bia ante ode ababa tudano na ja wo pe akunya kese we ataso no po ultimate class na wo ge wa no ka se yen kai because papa na bo na wa ma sa ko to aba ma so onu na emeji finance minister na we no sa ba bo tia sa ba ka se wa bo e yen ken won say Ghana no so on say that ya anaje papa ni say Ghana ya na mo no 2024 mo ba power mo ba na fa o mai na ye ko to an to ya wo kai plan ya na say papa no onko no samra no me ka bi fu for enche Ghana na nye sa dia NDC the way I'm here with the NDC so you get almost bought Ghana can you to say opo any more time ana ya ko am go PDS any da papa opo MT oni tin am so am ko so sa bank
kwajo hold on o say why breso na PDS ni hwan ba ma ante sa question here si
NDC
dabi NDC form fa japa bia mai PDS Akufo-Addo na de ba japa na de ba dabi PDS Akufo-Addo na de ba enya NDC na de ba Akufo-Addo na de ba japa Akufo-Addo na de ba until Kasem set records ni straight Nina kan NDC for issues omu say Ofori-Atta ena de ba ya
ohu da no any one egu no one egu sa party no ayi egu sa na wo Asiedu Nketia obo ye numile filling station do wa le tasa to su tamoza ye ba no o se numile do muntaka ye make NDC time filling station o ye si your friends aswase one time go wa kwani na to for anya 2 years and kwani 2 years e decide can now for forever who Ghana can mo say Ghana no say the country and NDC over year 2000 forever and just NDC for that to wa e papa o ma pani that I will come for and the teachers are we na ma Ghana the water na o no sikebe be pro mu ji o de mu
okay
na mo ma sa ko to ba ma papa no to ya wa sa ba ka che on side Ghana na almost for yes na Ghana ni bia almost about the fight ni so ya ma paro wan ka say nti on ko no sam
ya say ba mesre men crofo mo fro show isu say mo distort to fact mo mfa de bi Raman start here na kojobuku nso beto as Raman ba ya say MPP for na aka asema share Asiedu Nketia no asemi nso Asiedu Nketia na boy ya utie show yi wote say me bo audio no kojobuku nso ba ya PDS any Japan any oma Asiedu Nketia mo de bo ken Ofori-Atta echi se sa ne ma no nyina ye ne ma bone a waya ma Ghana nti omo pese oye bika ho no so se mahama na de bai mon distort to fight uti a wo be contribute a mon contribute na mon distort to fight opinions are different from fight me ba cho ma me fa nana twafo na onto aso nana ya kwa de se ya wawia about 137 ti ya wawia nana ma me tio
yo ne memo ha ma me chia malito na me chia anes for ne doctor for mo St. Jude Hospital say no musi share for no mercy. Jami dami for na jami mo come online.
Obende.
Na adi America nyina ne say why you say kakrama call it me jina so sa na bi kasa ne wa esa na e boka bi o ze
na unim ochina producer so all the time ababa na ono observe and they say obi aba obenya just 2 minutes now they are making points
oboyan ko retare ba re sai be kwa ko sa na e boka
Matthias
ne mestre maka se ye share Niema koso mini I beta say PDF ne no mama de buyer me e chemistry DMG to ni farmer PDF ne buy for ni entim wasi ye kan for the choice ade na say na ade ba kwa me we say PDF for no asoma omoba no omu give the offices I would be pre na you see the office omu see or a modern office. Chabu no office na you wada. It must say you see the phone na eba. So no mo shema mania ko so ze. Na abofo no ebiso no mo de nema bi pre na ka a card na say prepaid card. Aha. Na ni na tiaka te so permit au be pra ya say en ko fu bi bi wa izo ko no be show wo yare ansa na ni na sa na ma anodin was me super ku anya chi ni da esi da ro ya fa ye wo ya da bi si na chi enshi and now almost wo be na me get to do message say perform fa na ma gu akwa e fa ma doctor
that's it. Yenu abema ujambo ama ejamra ATV adakun jachi kotoko training grounds pair debia na said any baby sanse kotoko for you training ne
obo
and as one to me uncle me boy
obo de be gba me ya gba bi I want in Ghana ja yi
and me force is yes dum so ha mo ntunya light na wa make use my intel
obo e be do ti pa ne men committee radio so ni ejamra nana nanse akofo nshia ni papa se ama adagwa ja tefo ne so yatum kan life e wa ha ibia de dem wa ha obi etio kama pa o ka shi obi etio ye papa men committee radio ye do ma no ko o be jana so o se o di teams di e so hit na o ma to mo za pre jambra ko ko di agro ye o se tam competition o ko bra ono na no mo teme
mini ho na afunufu mo ko bodame na dame de bisa champion ba ko pe
This is how we say. This is how we go to abada ko jati. That's what we kaide. Enu ga me me so sia hono. Obi
na se kokobra ni chikru mo nim da metopa. There is no way to beat me akwa.
That will go objective to. To what tell me?
The bro say Martin wajato ena nana mofa onu zo wajato e wo chikrum ena FK na obede bo FK
okay oh edu hoya ni be wo de edu hoya so what na ja frame ke wa se nka etimi du da kwa ja tema so me dom ne da kwa ja che be pio ko bra hono ko bra ti chikrum ni ko bra ko yo na mun kamom na wo de eba o se ko be ti radio no na o mani wa pe na wo na eba eti o ko de nya me kwa ja ba da kwa ja che and who bought the catcher go for the community or no what can we now me pa jamra me pa all right about the about the yes in the not amachi some member of jamra and to the old beer now that who drove you tomorrow
okay yate
now the oh come them to go nyamianu ukraine me ra hu ye papa me ra ho ni ma di o ba bi mo ko pie eye Yama we would go and no more possibly the who never one and what you can any part and then jab yes. Say the tax Kaka or any bro my or I want for quite any panamso. This him the tax and do by your party to be baby, young it means for being started young and to probably young way by everything was you down my name. I always want to get you who may be up. I don't want to bring something for. Oh, that's who daddy. Don't be you and Kuan or Ghana and play body be there. And you say it is your way. You say no, ma'am. Hey, I don't want your father's your mind. And so put in your bishop of your team at Tadia. When you saw the man going to change your mother. If the same thing was just what we do.
Now, yeah, Bahan, you're training your show, my name.
Oh, what do you want? Why you never do that? I didn't want you want anybody to me. Me got him.
Ejamra mami mizo azem unu ya neme na metu kwa na yesi o se de o ka sempanifo nwene Ghana fo hu na mabeka ha na antimi ka na mama bi manka wo ebe o de wani beje
dele ka mi nyan se de bem ka kare mi pani di na a de pani ko na nyane ho ti ka ko de bem ka
nti memro de obedi na memenka kwantu mo
na ka o na pa de wo ka wo de ka ya se be nyina o ma we e pani ko de nyine fra nyine ho ai
okay
na de opportunity ka to da ka ta mana ya mi ya wa ka ta mai a to ka ka ni se ka ya ko ta bi o te bia na en kure so ma o mu pani ba ko da ya o ga se e do to wa o ka se mi se o gbe o ko se be ka se o so ma ni me pata pata ka be ya do to ma ko su na ehu no ma ni o ru nya su mi nti
yeah
and I tell you ya se ka ta ara be ka ni o e di sa pani bu ni na so ma mu so mu ya pani o mu di o ma na ho e di we mu ya pani bu so mu di o ma na ho
okay
ai na wa ga na ko ni seni
ye ko ni seni ni aba
o ye ko ni seni
ejamra
e pani bu yi
so your lawyer nti emra wura de fa mu famra kwan so ejamra de o de amanfo famra kwan so
o boy Ghana ha de what I didn't this part so o kana na yanya na ni so so be o ke bi o ma si ka se o ma no ma je tu so eti no what you o ma si ka na ga dia ma ye
ejamra ida so tamo so yes that's it okay ejamra all the way from Adako Jachi baby akotoko training grounds one on so Fred na adventure by Jumadie no eba we it's 1:45 15 minutes to the hour to the top of the hour 2 p.m. Yeah, the Asadaka Sema, Yama Gladys Echan, Ma Pumti saying, thanks for joining us on Facebook. Silas Ajemai, Honorable Nee Korti, Nelson Korti, Yama Agnes Buafu, Daniel Odru, Big Bro, how you doing? Be busy. Hey, Meteo Kajo Minia. Nana Uwisu Ansa, Eric Kwacho, Hine, Omama Chenfor, Frank Ajimai, Frances Punamani, Tony Bedu, Ibrahim Rahim, Nana Boatin from Canada, Nipando Doso, Muyina Yadamwase, Semunya, Adajina Mujibre, Namushain. Maminkai, couple of messages, 1 or 2 be nayan, sorry, so while I know our Kwetia, or say opposition is to uphold and put the sitting government on its toes to account and serve the very innocent Ghanaians, but rather the opposition wishes the ruling party to fail woefully to pave way for them to come to hoard the country's resources. The patriotic songs of our forefathers will one day be the best posterity to judge us all. Sanso and Royal Baby was they spoke inside Opo National when I was talking about the doom. So while I know yeah, that's it. Okay, Royal Baby Tro Manucho Dini Bebre na Dubai. Ken Fredericks, Eddie Fijemen, you say hello, morning Opo and my good friend Manuchu Maganda. And now Mama Chamfor the Makano about Leon. And Anna Eric Bisa, where did you go, Opo? Eric Manko Ebia program here started I said Manuchu 2 months, the second month money. And not 2 months.
February. Let's tell in February.
Yeah. Eric, we've been here. Just that COVID time near Adentina. Yeah. We've been absent for over a year. That one you are right. I see Kane is too. I think I read that. I mean, brought down. Okay, Iman or say Emmanuel Ajimai say keep the fire burning. Eric Kwacho hini or see Doomso is back. Didn't NPP claim to have fixed it? By time. Okay, Stephen Owusu say I can't even have it. Can't we have a system that can take care of these ghost names? This 21st century Shiakai Agnes Boafo say good morning Opo and my mentor Manucho. Eric say Manucho, EFF is radical. It's a government in waiting in South Africa. We need that in Ghana. What is EFF?
Economic Freedom Fighters.
Okay.
Julius Malema.
Yeah.
Group, no.
Ricky Rosie say greetings to Senior Manucho, listening live from Belgium.
Yeah.
You guys are doing a great job. James Osaisi Opo, Ghana need 40 to 50 development plan. UTA through many community radio. Our Abankrum. Okay, Abuja Yabrena so mamin ko Manucho ho na menje summary point. NDC people are NDC callers on the show today are blasting their general secretary. Say was Tupu Solo. Manucho.
I think, like I said, I'll be a bit charitable and say on per chance na umbra back because not some
can
choose a similar kind. Maybe the spur of the moment.
This is not spare of the moment.
Na Akomea can be. I'm sure it is their thought.
Spare of the moment. Or say
no, but
yes. And omo dwene ye. And omo minority caucus share. And omo to adwene no omo hu say Ofori-Atta ye the weakest link in the MPP or say Ghana or Ghana ka unwise financial decisions, PDF, whatever.
Yes.
Diamond Twaso. Any banks collapse. Diamond Twaso. And
it's unfortunate. What kind of last test no can I say the opposition are supposed to keep the government on its toes and save the ordinary Ghanaian, unsuspecting Ghanaians on the
but
street.
He's saying otherwise.
But for them to think
otherwise.
Exactly. So I'm happy. So no one you see the word consensus, meaning that we disagree there. They were dissenting, but it be a twaba. In the case, okay, one person then so that was the uniformity of idea. The other ones they made mistakes in terms of okay, this time I listened to some George. No, because other ones now upon command how I go through because they did not have a united.
Yeah, no, they're saying
yes, not just the mistake they did then was that I said they decided as a group that saying with Ofori-Atta, they sat down and they agreed as a group, say okay, yanko consensus, meaning simple majority say a penny.
So it is not only the thinking of Asiedu Nketia, it is the party's leadership.
But at the end of the day, I did not expect him
to come out and say it.
To come out and say these things. You see, some of the BB ostriches, Ghana, when they are in opposition, they pray so hard to say you mistake or you say, but when you give credence, when you start giving word to it, that is the unfortunate part. Says as more came there, you open yourself for even case to insult you. Say Ghana na ye chicheno. Maybe you be as a Republican and in part when you say Biden failing at Trump and bra. Or not no. But once you decide as a leader to start to open yourself on a platform there, it's unfortunate. So that means what the stamping sister says, Sana more drain as a party there. Nobody will take you serious. It's just a motiwano ajumbone bibia from hence. Nyambeke biano you're meant to destabilize or destroy. You just a constructively no more me build the chrono. Some more no. You're building it, the Musha and a Muji channel. Mumpa wants the engineer gun and Jungo from Zimbabwe of old.
Akufo-Addo any MPP.
I say no. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Pass such a person of astute caliber who could advise speaker pa. Thank you.
Okay. He needs to.
One yard.
A higher unity radio was the Diacosu and Peter. You were dealing in a urban way and I sorry. So I already the chair near Tia, Hodimo, China, area, sign will be shared for the Abramo. But my memfa, Akomea is so nine fast that I can see Emma Menu Community Radio. Menu Community Radio at Daruma, Jumedi Echo, Ghana, Mia Baby, Ashanti region, Mutumiti, Niamenka Sami Krumoch, Krum Futi, Milai, Coco Cobra for me Papa Krumomusuti, Adakuja Chief for T, Hona Jamra Free Fear, James Osei, SUT, Fia Bankruning now through Menu Community Radio. Myself 40 Tikru Masama Bankru Echem Pakoso any akokwa mo apradefo nyina tie dwumade ba mo mayen kai se busua Ghana ba akopɛ ne wo da bia meka se Ghana no anya nipa ba Akufo-Addo eye mene wo enti nyame ma onyansa ma ahoden wuntumi ndi president a oma adwene abetumi enso ede aboa solutions to problems a eye so prevailing and that wadwenkyere eso na moma ye ndwene political party nso ho over the country that the Asiedu Nketia kan so ye hu pa se wo se no na so ye boa afo so se no said ye bi nya ho abehye. Is that the new thinking? And we always say 21st century. Really, our leaders, their thoughts doesn't reflect to say our 21st century. Ejana say any menu community radio yadamo ase kokobra semo adaru majumedi itumi ko Ghana miaibi ma Ghana fobi nya bitie mo amohwe o Facebook yadamo ase ba mamenka eti for say ya na o Worcester ebi a wo drive na enye safe say obetie yen wo obehwe o Facebook na o drive na ko outside yen catchment zone ade ba ko obetumi ani say obetumi ko Play Store no download an app no Unity Radio Worcester and no download a baby on Nambia obetumi Lemonster Southbridge Hefa Springfield baby on Nambia obetumi wo car cry and modern cars ni na Bluetooth you can just connect your Bluetooth in your car now wait here until just go on Play Store uko Play Store no download Unity Radio Worcester app no be say you abema can Eric Kwachi or hina app no so we dwuma cry no tie o share Bluetooth ano tie just go on Play Store na download the Unity Radio Worcester app no Play Store o download do baby anambia mo complaining multi linking village near Chihona mo say cheche ni munya ni ade no. That is another way you can listen. Like I've said say sisi a video no yentimi emie kese bia nruba bia obia pese onya no, especially Lincoln Village or UMass ne soja for no once omunyo na wo ho ntia na munya ho no edin because a block waves no yes remu say ko phone so na download do app no Unity Radio Worcester app no Play Store bia onambia obetumi atien obetumi Bluetooth yen wo come ahona onamana utie we deliver baby anambia so you can enjoy the show bisa Ben FedEx a eno an ode number bia ona abuja ye ni baby akọ wati onzum so oni nipa Ghana ba ko pene yewo ya ka busuafo se nyame ya aduma ochena na yewura April bosumi ni mu and the last day of March, 31st of March. I say May 8th and the 9th. You know about your friend say a year Mabel quarantine. Ne mame any new about a year no air basso and Tishano Sonekai. May 8th and 9th. 8 no ya kwas ya ko ayi nankasa ewo 617 Lincoln Street Emmanuel Assembly Pentecost ho na ye ko no na kwesi adanso ya kwasa da asori ewo Love and Faith Church 472 Main Street Spencer MA 01502 tumoma yensha no so na sister Mabel ne ma me ni nuaba sabi o ma free mu abom ya ewo Ghana no yenko na yenko chichinere ne yenko tanechi une to wa anka obeba nti ato sister Mabel quarantine yenko ne yenko tanechi unte ya na una mafidi su na ti afre no na achichinere isanse sutro mienu mpanifo se mani hahane but on the number 50861291107 50861291107 no fra obedio so na watumi afre nikunu ne hokani Captain Martin quarantine so ofre captain so 508612879 ono so bedio so abusuan ato yenu aba Mabel quarantine and Captain quarantine a mama yenko jaw mo na wona to aka be pese nipa so be ba be pepa wani wani su wo yonko da ene oda Sansuna na last week me betu money Samiankasa me hokani Margaret Jemfi ne mame one no ewo kroyim ne mame nimpon Victoria Victoria, me friend Cecilia Chumasi. Validian Casa Victoria C. Frempon Oyeba, Sanso, Ena, Yenuaba, Cecilia Men Sanso, Eyeba, Ena, Ofori-Atta, Jafori, Enso, Eba, Ena, Femian Casa, Masi, Mark Chumasi, Magi Papa, Meyere Papa. Na abusuan said the last week yede beto mu anim no Masi ba Cecilia Chumasi ahwere ne maame na oni ne nuanom Ofori-Atta ene Cecilia Mensa ene miankasa Masi nimpo ma Chumasi ede tu Distasteful nyina anim se abusuan tena se ayen hyehyɛ se nyame ya adoma April abusumi a ochena ye first ni da etoso edu ena won etena se edi na otweda was 6 Lilac Lane, Worcester, Massachusetts. Inti munyina monshano so na yenjibre na eduru ha yemra metai miankasa Masi Cecilia Chumasi ne Mark Chumasi echi ene Cecilia Mensa ena fi Ofori-Atta we dey open national enye manujo eno no kan say ebomede we see a year with your boy stream.
Boy yeah, she papa.
Na ya mami a we free mo any oba penin Veronica Frempoma aka Mami Asi. Ya mami na we free mo nyamfi eduokron enum sisi woni abusua once again me mamo yako mon kama komantum yam na ochesa na wotweda no said me kan 6 Lilac Lane Anopa nundu kopim enwumre nankron 6 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. because of coronavirus ninti protocols now will be observed respectfully now I shall mask now once you atumi ede abase de be ya bibia nso betumi akonkan kama na umefa yare nko na mfa yare nso emrobi na at the same time encourage you say wunya enwo vaccine no akwanya oho say betumi akwaje de na why safe na bibia nso atumi akoso enti monshano so na ebrani du abusuan momra na mometai me ankasa Masi nimpo Mark Chumasi a ote yipa so yensiye one Cecilia Chumasi a ono so ne na afim ajavori ne sisi mensa mamu nyina yako onyame na dema ono anso na agi ti munteki heart na onyame nchichimore abusuan ye de dwumade ni isi a na yakofa news no peace de abramo na kai se Eja Nancy ene Nana Nancy o Menu Community Radio ema dwumadi running live ewo Menu Community Radio so yami yad much na sign will be until then idiot pacho enjoy the rest of your Wednesday akramo